I'm here. I'm here. Never fear. I'm here. Um, so I am setting up. As y'all know, I'm still always got settled. This is the pre-show. We are getting ready, getting settled. I got waiting for the legend himself, E-Money, to come on. Um, Former president of Gorilla Unlimited, Rough Riders, former New York State rep, former national president, and oh man, he gave me the green light. He gave me the green light. So um, I sent the link. Uh, Wait for him to come on. But let me take this time for those that watched on here, those that watched on YouTube, those that watched on my personal page. The tribute to my mom's. Just let y'all know that wasn't live. It was aired. I had it scheduled. I pre-recorded that a week before because I know if I would have done that live, I would have been very emotional and I wouldn't be able to go through with it. So again, thank y'all for your reactions, for watching that. And yeah, I watched it at least 4 times before. So it was not to be like self-serving, just to make sure it was right and stuff. So what's up, my brother Thirsty Jack? Always good to see you, my brother. Um um Again, this is the pre-show. What I didn't stand up, but okay. Um so like I said, waiting for my brother E Money to come on. Uh let's get to something. I think there is an event this weekend. Uh Union County, if I'm not mistaken, Tennessee. Tennessee, stand the fuck up. Um, there are also some other events, but I did not get to them. So, obviously, glad better than Andre. I don't even want to hear that. I understand what he's saying though. What else do he got to offer? But dude, you got some old heads like myself that like good hip hop, and we wanted to hear some classic Andre 3000 hip hop from ATL. Well, if that's what folks should vote, it makes you happy. And at the end of the day, if y'all motherfuckers actually brought that shit, he actually won because he got your money. So it is what it is, or at least the company got your money. You're what's going on? What's going on? Um, Again, man, I don't know what I need to send for y'all to have your name on the thing, but I know who's. I'm looking at the Facebook. I'm looking at y'all. So I know who the hell's speaking in the comments. So shout out to y'all. I am still waiting. I am waiting. I gotta start. I gotta start at 8 o'clock. So if anything, I might have to text it to him. Oh, oh, there you go. He just saw it, so he probably coming on now. Um, so let me just get to this. I got a minute or so left. Um, Hope everybody got your holidays planned out. Hope y'all got your food ready, getting ready for it. All your meal preparations. Because you know November is not workout. November is Fat Tony month, and I'm gonna be eating good. So what he said, welcome to Holly Grove and E40. The Under Thumb album was dope. Welcome to, is that Lil Wayne's? Okay. All right. Uh, let's see. Of course, after Thanksgiving and y'all got the itis and itis is over it. We know what's after that. Uh, if I was y'all and y'all thinking about shopping for these prices on Black Friday, uh, oh, 2 Chains and Lil Wayne. Cool. I might have to look at that, look up on that. Um, I'd rather shop online instead of instead of trying to instead of trying to oh, he's here. He's here. And we're about to uh-oh. You work hey, you got I hope you got a headset on, man. 'Cause I ain't trying to hear my I ain't trying to hear my voice on this one.
Yeah, I got the headset.
Yes, sir.
No.
Yes, sir.
All right, brother.
So my brother is here. So you know already know what we about to do. We about to click that intro and then we about to start this show. So stay there. Don't go nowhere, E. Don't go nowhere because he got a habit of going somewhere. Don't go nowhere, brother. Don't go nowhere. We got shit to
I'm
talk.
here. I'm here.
He's
I'm here.
here. Let's get this countdown going.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah. Look who's on
Yo,
deck.
yo, yo, yo.
Yes, yes. My big
All right,
brother
look.
from another mother. E-Money. What's going on, man?
Hey, shit, chilling, man, chilling. Hey, look, I got to disappear for like 2 minutes, man. I need some cranberry juice, man.
Oh, oh, go ahead,
Give
go
me
ahead,
like,
go ahead.
give
Cause
me like,
I'm
give me like 2 minutes.
2 minutes, 2 minutes. This we going
two
live. And he
minutes.
got
That's
some
it.
cranberry. This what I'm talking about with him, man. hmm So he go this. He
I can
about to
hear you though.
disappear, right? He hears us. He hear me though. He hear me. So while he's going, right? I hope he can hear this. I hope he can hear this. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, I hope he can hear this.
Let me tell you something. This is the best pussy I've tasted in a long time. It was nice and refreshing and energizing. All right? There's nothing like a nice pussy in a can. All right?
Rough Rider guaranteed.
Pussy fresh. So that was our memory. He heard it. Good. That was our commercial for the energy drink. Pussy. I'm gonna give me a 6 pack of that. I swear. I can swear I am. Um, so you can still hear me, so that's cool. So so E Money, man, it's been a while, man.
yeah,
First of all, it's
yeah.
good seeing you. Great seeing you when I was up in the Bronx.
It was a pleasure, brother. It's always a pleasure.
Yes, sir. So we gonna get to the
It's always a
beginning.
pleasure, man.
We gonna get to the beginning, brother. Like the beginning, like when you started the Rough Riders. Let's go to that
Okay.
route, and then we get to the other stuff. So let's get the beginnings of E Money and the Rough Riders.
All right. Eat Money and the Rough Riders. Well, I
Yes.
started. I started when I was young. Um, I think I was like 17 when I officially started. But we wasn't even supposed to be in the club like that. So we was running around putting up posters and all that types of shit. So we was like the street team, and
Okay.
then officially coming into a chapter, it was like Most Wanted. You know what I mean? I started off Brooklyn Most Wanted,
Hmm.
coming into that because me and my guy Hunter, DeAndre, we was gonna start our own shit. You know what I mean? So when they came to me, they was like, "Yo, we need Rough Riders. We can't get nobody to grow Rough Riders out here because it's so the gang affiliation.
Hmm.
So you couldn't wear certain shit around here. You know what I mean? So they was like, we need somebody to do it because my man Ace, he's the one who actually he was the first one that he was over here. He was on my
Right.
block, and I see this little Spanish dude, you know, doing willies, trying to do willies. And then I just see, one day I just see a bike pass my house with nobody on it. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? So he used to be crashing up trying to stun it off. So but
Oh, man.
like I said, I started off. We was running around, right? But he was good. He'll jump off that motherfucker. But that's how I actually became Brooklyn Most Wanted.
Mm,
Um, because they couldn't get nobody. Like it wasn't too many chapters when we started. Supermax and everybody. Orgy, Bam, Big L, fucking Scorpio, all of them. They used to run around, or not run around, but they used to ride around. So
mm.
they catch you on a bike. They used to make you stunt. Like, we want to see you catch blocks. You
Right,
know what I
right,
mean? So
right.
everybody was out there trying to catch blocks back then. You know what I mean? So and the crazy shit, I used to, I started working in the Burger King right there on the Conduit and Rockaway Boulevard. So they used to always gather up right there and then fucking take off.
Mm,
No man, so you see the Scorpion and them out there yelling at motherfuckers. You got blocks, do the blocks, do the highway, do the, you know what I mean. So they used to be out there getting that motherfucker. So I was like, all right, what I
mm,
mean. So, but when it was my time, it was my time. So when I started off Most Wanted, Brooklyn Most Wanted, I was going out to Brooklyn, uh, getting my practice on. I had a fucking katana, you know what I mean. So because I went from the dirt bikes,
mm.
but ain't nobody's riding no dirt bikes. You know what I mean? Like
Right,
when
right.
they was all out here, they was on big bikes. So all the double R's, the 900s, and all that shit. So you know
All
what I mean?
right.
So I was like, shit, I can't pull up on no dirt bike trying to fuck around. You know what I mean? They got big boy bikes. So
Exactly.
so uh so I wound up getting a katana, not knowing. Well, I bought another bike, but that shit was coming from Italy, and they ganked me on that shit. eBay, first time fucking with eBay. You know what I mean? So
Oh,
so they got me 8 grand. You know what I mean? Over in Italy. I was like, oh okay.
man.
So if I ever go to Italy, this motherfucker Eugene Brands, boy, I'm gonna fuck him up because he had to pick that money up. I remember his name like it was fucking yesterday.
I'm about to
You know what
say
I
shit. You remember
mean?
his name? That's personal. Yeah, that's
Hell
personal.
yeah, 8 grand. Shit, that was look. Who throwing away like back then I was hustling, but you know 8 grand is still 8 grand. Like you steal from me, shit. I'm chop your motherfucking head.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. So now, all right. So when did the idea from Most Wanted to Gorilla? Because when I first
Hmm.
met you, that's how I mean that. In fact, that's how you introduced yourself to me. Like, yo, this is my. Oh, no, let me keep it real. All right, so y'all saw the video. The big head that popped up first. That's my little brother. So my little brother told me about E before I even started prospecting. He prospected like a month before me, and I was like,
Hmm.
E, what you like, yo, E Money. That's who you got to talk to. So I don't know what event it was because my first event was in Massachusetts, but the next event I went, he was like, yeah, there he is right there. I was like, who? Like E Money. I saw the gorilla. All that. Like, okay, that's him. All right. How gonna do this? How gonna do this? So what year? Or how did that transpire from Most Wanted to Gorilla?
Well, I started Gorilla in 2005.
Okay.
So transitioning, I went from Brooklyn Most Wanted to becoming the vice president for Queens Most Wanted,
Mm-hmm.
and that transition actually happened. Uh, we did Little Kim's uh before she went to jail. We did her Welcome to Brooklyn video. So
All right.
we was out riding. What I mean? We was out riding for days. You know what I mean? Like I got Smiley on the back, like for the whole fucking video shoot, all them days. Oh my man, Grizz and them. So you know what I mean? So at the end of the shoot, it was an after party.
Mm-hmm.
So I bring my chapter. We go up in the after party, and main on them. They're like, you gotta talk to Kim. So I'm like, what's going on? So I talked to Kim. She pulled me to the side. She's like, yo, E man, I can't let you in. They said that y'all not in good standards. I'm like, fuck you mean we ain't in good standards? I said Kim.
Dang.
I said I done blew up a radiator doing your video. You know what I mean? Like fucking been burning up the whole fucking time. Motherfuckers and fell into the damn Brooklyn ditches, all types of
Mm.
shit. I'm like, yo, I'm not understanding why we can't come into this after party. You know what I mean? So she was like, sorry, baby, you gotta talk to Bam and them. So I talked to Bam. I'm like, yeah, Bam, what's up, man? And he like, they saying that your dues ain't paid. So I'm like, how the fuck is that? So
Mm.
now send me the walk. Nah, man, walk. He's like, call my daughter, call Tiffany. You know what I mean? Call Tiffany. Tiffany like, man, y'all ain't paid dues in like 4 years. I'm
Damn.
like, fuck you mean we ain't paid dues in 4 years, man? I said, shit, at that time it wasn't $100 a year for dues. We was
Mm.
paying like $500, monthly. You know what I mean?
Shit.
So so now I'm on flip mode because I'm like, shit, you know how much money I motherfucking put out, you know what I mean? So it's like, nah. So it went through a whole beef. They was telling me, oh nah, why them lying, Tiffany and them lying, they don't know what they're talking about. I'm like,
Mm.
yo, they got the books, you know what I'm saying? Like, fuck out of here, man. So it just got to the point that I was like, before I kill one of y'all motherfuckers, man, I gotta walk. Nah, man. So that's how I wound up going to Gorilla. But that was a fight. You know what I mean? I wound up opening up Gorilla. So
Mm.
that was a fight because they was they wanted me to have Queens in my name. You know what I mean? And I just didn't want to do that. I wasn't gonna limit myself to a borough. You know what I mean? But it was more. It was so much shit that was happening. It was like, because Big L at the time, he was the National Sergeant at Arms. He
Mm.
used to have to fly from California back here to New York so we can have these fucking meetings downtown Brooklyn. You
Right.
know what I mean? And remember they was like, yeah, everybody's acting like they were scared for their life. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers said that I sent like 30 bloods to their houses and and they,
God.
and then they got shot at fucking events and shit. I was just like, man, I said, don't use what I did for y'all as something I'm doing against y'all. You know what I mean? Because then
Exactly.
that can happen. Like I told him, I said, listen, man. So that's why like when Big L came, he was like, did you do that? I'm like, L. I said, let me tell you something, man. If I would have sent 30 anybody to anybody fucking house, they would never got a chance to even call y'all. To be honest with you, you know what I mean. So,
I mean, that makes
but it
sense.
was it was a lot of shit. You know what I mean? It was a lot of shit. So, but it really came down to the money that was missing. And they kind of wanted to break off anyway. Like, I still got love for a lot of them. They wanted to break off and do their own thing anyway. At the time, I'm like, I want to be a fucking rough rider. So, you know what I mean? Like, if y'all want to break out, break out. You know what I mean? But if I want to leave Rough Riders, it's going to be because I want to leave Rough Riders, not because, or y'all decide y'all want to go, especially when y'all doing some fuck shit. You know
Right.
what I mean? So,
Right.
2005 is when I transitioned. I opened up Gorilla Unlimited.
Mm.
So that was a whole thing because it was like, they thought because of my background, they thought I was trying to make like Black Guerrilla Army and shit like that. I'm like, this ain't got nothing to do with the game. You know what
Mm.
I mean? It just so happened that most of the motherfuckers when I started Gorilla was in my set. You know what I mean? So I had some neutrals, but majority was in my set. So and we
I,
we tore shit up.
I'm gonna keep it real with you. When I heard that shit, like these motherfuckers got G Unit Rough Riders, what the fuck going on? So when I heard that shit, like
Mm-mm.
they're like, oh no, don't you say that shit? Like, well, I'm not gonna say that shit around because I'm a
Yeah.
fucking prospect and I ain't getting fucked up for it. So no, folks, so fuck
I
no.
hated that shit.
But though, I mean,
I, I I actually wound up when they had when 50 they did that G Unit day.
uh
I wound up gathering up some of my gorillas and we wound up going up over there. You know what I mean? Because we wasn't playing that shit. He was like, nah,
oh
no, I mean, like y'all make sure y'all understand. Like I ain't give a fuck about none of that. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm from Southside. You know what I
mm,
mean? So all that, the money and shit don't mean shit. You know what I mean? So we wound up going up over there to the park. Like, what's up?
oh
You know what I mean? So it
that
was
been a
like, no issues, no beef. You know what I mean? So we wound up shaking it out and shit like that. But we was going over there to make
Oh yeah,
motherfuckers duck and dive.
I got you.
so
I got you. I
so you
got you.
know,
Like, hey, we got it. Either we gonna talk this out or we gonna get ugly. Which one you want to do
right,
first? You know, you know.
right. Cause I remember cause what sparked that off was the shit with 50 ass said some shit on the radio. You know what I mean? And then he was trying to disrespect like Rough Riders and Yagi and all that shit. You know what I mean? The Queen.
Oh,
So I was like, oh, okay. Since he wasn't going to radio, say this shit, and he got 50 Day coming up in my park. All right, we out there. You know what I mean?
that's
So
that's like
we wound
that's
up
like you
going over.
trying to open doors. Like, nigga, you telling us where you gonna be and you talking shit. Like,
Yeah,
motherfuckers ain't gonna
yeah.
approach you. Okay,
Hmm.
cool, cool. And, um. So when we get to it, Lil X put this on. He wanted me to make sure I put this picture on with this white vest of yours. Uh,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
sir. So
I had a few.
oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I know. You had one of my favorite ones. There, I kind of copied you. I'm going to know that right now. Kind of copy. I got a red. I got a black button up, but the front is red. I know you remember that one because I'm gonna show you that later.
Uh huh.
But,
Hmm.
I told you I was gonna take it from you, but I was like, nah.
Uh,
I'm just gonna copy from. I'm gonna copy from. But there's one thing I do know. You kind of did, and I'm talking about. I'm talking when I first got with y'all. Like, y'all was like 2011, 2012, so like that. You did your shit different than anything else I saw. Like if one fuck up, we all fuck up. Like you know what I mean?
right.
Because you remember, I remember I asked you about that shit when I came to New York. Like I had to
Everybody
ask you this shit
prospecting
now.
and shit.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So like,
Uh
hey, one fuck up, y'all fuck up. And I was like, yo, what the fuck? That's when I learned to mind my damn business too. By the way, but
huh.
did you feel like when you made Gorillas, like, all right, listen, we gonna set the standard of what other chapters should be.
Right. So that's definitely was one of them things like, we're gonna set the tone for everybody to follow. You know what I mean? Hope that everybody follow and make the nation stronger. You know what I
Mm,
mean? So, you know, because people get into this shit for the fucking positions and shit. You know what I
mm,
mean? So this is why many times you seen like 1 minute you see everybody vested, next minute you see everybody in t-shirts. And I ain't give a fuck. I ain't give a fuck what your position was. You know what I mean?
mm-hmm.
Like one fuck up, you all fuck up because some people be like, well, it ain't got nothing to do with me. And the shit
Mm-hmm.
hit the fan, that's on them. Nah,
Right,
shit
right,
hit the
right,
fan, it splatters on everybody.
right.
So it's like be responsible for each other. You know what I mean? You see your members, your brothers, your sisters, they out there doing some fucked up shit. Check them. You know what I mean? Because
Mm-hmm.
if you can't check them, don't expect. Don't 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 get mad if somebody outside of you check your own. You know what I mean? So when shit used to happen, people used to know about it in the chapter. I was like, oh, so once I find out, oh, y'all knew about this, y'all never said nothing. All this shit could have been prevented. All right, you know what? Everybody, I used to, call that meeting. They used to come to the house, had that fucking garbage bag sitting in the middle of the floor, and everybody already knew what that meant. You know what I mean? Take that shit off, drop it in the fucking garbage bag, have a
Whew.
good fucking day. You know what I mean? Put them
Hey,
motherfucking shirts on, get the markers out. You know what I mean? So I ain't play
it
none
was,
of that shit, man.
this is not a one time thing either. Like motherfuckers, I saw
Yeah.
that. I saw that shit. Like, oh shit, someone fucked up. That's all. That's all
Uh-huh.
you need to
Oh
know.
yeah.
That's all you know.
Hmm.
But like you said, it kind of, if you think about it, it made your team stronger. It took the how should I say this? It separated the weak from the strong. Like you got, all right. Listen, it's you. Now I know who it is.
Hmm.
It's you. This team over here is strong. Blah blah. Because you had some soldiers, bro. I mean, you had some
Yeah.
soldiers on your side.
Yeah.
So I definitely understood where you was going with that because I really felt it. I would tell you right now. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. When I transferred to Staten Island, this is when you were state rep. I was like, oh shit, do he do all the chapters here or just his chapter? Let's see, no, because I got Bobby some white T-shirts or something. I mean, no,
Oh yeah.
but
Look, New York. I was. I'm not gonna say I was hard on New York, but I didn't play when it came down to it. You know what I mean? Like, New York wasn't a bad state to run. To be honest with you, you know what I mean?
mm,
As rough as New York is, it wasn't. We didn't have those issues. You know
mm,
what I mean? Everybody, when we had our meetings and all that shit. it was like, everything went smooth. Um, it was just a transitioning, even becoming a state rep, because I can probably say I'm probably the only state rep in Rough Riders that ever got, went through a whole election. You
Mm.
know what I mean? Like had to actually run for a position, because it's only been now currently for New York State. It's only been three state reps for New York. That was Clyde, myself, and now Nene. You know what I mean? So me and Clyde, we wasn't beefing, but Clyde was, you know, he didn't have what it took. To me, he didn't have what it took to, be that strong, make the nation strong, make our city strong. Because it was, you can't always bow down to every fucking thing. You know what I mean? And it was more like, even when we brought out Lady Riders, that was our sister club. Damn, this motherfucker hot. So when we brought out Lady Riders, you
Mm-hmm.
know what I mean? Like, it was more focused on Lady Riders. And it was like, nah, we got to focus on our shit as well. You know what I mean? So it was a lot of shit going on. So we wound up going. I wound up running for state rep. Clyde was fighting me for it. So then it was like, fuck it. You know what I mean? Like I had that mentality all the time. Like shit, let's get it rocking. Then you know what I mean? Like who you talking to? You know what I mean? So they was like, nah,
Mm.
nah, nah. So
Mm.
they was like, we're gonna bring all the chapters in, and the chapter's gonna vote. So it's like you had a lot of people. They were still getting to know me. And you
Mm.
had some people that was, with Clyde, but they wasn't really feeling Clyde, but they was part of Clyde chapter. So,
Okay.
it was like, we don't know which way to go. You know what I mean? So
Mm.
I was like, fuck it, let's do an elections. Let's actually run and let the best man win. You know what I mean? So we actually I think that shit lasted like almost a week. We was going up to Yonkers to the Mass Lounge, and we was fucking we'll prepare our speeches and all that shit.
Oh, y'all was really
That shit was like,
politicking. Y'all
yeah,
was
it was real. Like we was really politicking back then. You know what I mean? Like what you gonna bring?
mm.
What you gonna bring to the state and all that type of shit. You know what I mean? I just happened to I just spoke my truth. You know what I mean? Like that's what I plan on doing.
Mm.
Everything I said I plan on doing, I did. I expanded New York, New York City. Expanded New York State. You know what I
Mm.
mean? So everything I said I was going to do, I did. I brought everybody together because it was. We only had, like I said, when I started, we only had a few chapters here, so everybody didn't really fuck with everybody. And
Mm.
then with next generation, with Sniper and them, they when I decided to break off Most Wanted and open up Gorilla, that was the same time they decided we leaving the R2 and we just gonna be next generation.
Yeah.
So that's why I always rock out with Sniper and them and shit like that. But that's when they kind of did that. I did that, and then it left us now with the state elections. You know what I mean? So this is how we wound up doing all that and having that those elections. It was fun. Marvels almost got killed in the beginning. You know what I mean?
Oh
But
man.
it turned out to be fun. You know what I
Okay.
mean? So I won the elections, and then it was still some heated feelings about it. So like because that's when Jay Boss and them came in. You know what I mean? Because when I met Jay Boss and them, they was coming on as Lower East Side
Mm.
Water Unit. So I'm like, what the fuck is a water unit? You know what I mean? So I'm like, y'all got to break that down to me. So
Mm.
they were like, we're gonna be doing the jet skis and all that shit. So I'm like, all right, cool, that's what's up. You know what I mean? Because like I said, Rough Riders is a lifestyle club, so we're gonna take anything. You know what I
Mm.
mean? So I'm like, all right. So that they issue that they was having was it was like, but why we gotta buy Clyde a fucking jet ski? I was like, who the fuck said y'all? That man can buy his own jet ski. I'm like,
Right.
what the fuck you talking about? That's what he want to do. You know what I mean? So but it was a lot of shit that came from that. So it wound up I wound up telling that's how I wound up breaking them off. Like y'all gonna go ahead and be Lower East Side.
Mm.
Y'all leaving NYC. Y'all gonna be Lower East Side. And I told Clyde, you got an option. You know what I mean? You can be a president of something, or you can be a president of nothing. It's all up to you. You know
Ah,
what I mean?
I
So
mean, to be honest with you, like first of all, in the beginning, did you even want to be state rep, or you was like, you know what, I think this is something I got
it
to do.
wasn't state rep in the beginning when I started. We didn't have no positions. We didn't even have vests when I started. You know what I mean? So you know, man, we had the Rough Rider colors from the beginning. You had to have your Tims, your blue jeans, and a white tee. That was your motherfucking. That was the uniform. Know what I mean? The camels and all that shit didn't come till later after
Wait,
the
wait,
wars and all that shit. So
hold on. What year was this? Because I could have just walked in and be a Rough Rider. That was my damn outfit right there.
yeah,
Fucking Tim's,
yeah.
blue jeans, and white tee. I would have
You
been
had to.
out.
That's all. That was the Rough Rider colors back then. You had to have your Tims, your fucking blue jeans, and your white tee. You know what
Eh,
I mean? You
Ladies and
still
gentlemen,
signed up,
when
but
we say
we ain't have
Tim's,
no rags.
I would say when we say Tim's, we talking about constructs. No beef and
No,
broccolis. No
right. You had to have
constructs.
them tan. You had to have tan Tims. No, man, you can't
You
have.
heard it.
It wasn't different colors.
No.
It was tan. You had to
Yes,
have the New
sir.
York colors. You know what I mean?
Yes,
So
sir. So
that's how it was. So, mhm.
hey, that's I still love that vest by the way.
Oh man.
But so you got your state rep. You know, like
Mhm.
you said, you brought in more chapters. You brought in New York together, especially like I said when I got there. Um,
Mhm.
I remember I think it was the Buffalo event. Yeah, because I remember that. In fact, I remember that shit. 'Cause that was my first time going to Buffalo. Because I swear I want to say it, but I'm gonna have to say it. So there was a lot of people. Because first I think it was Buffalo's first event in I don't know how long, and there's
Mhm.
people backing out. And you
Mhm.
stepped in, you said, "All right, motherfuckers, you don't come, you gonna still pay the
Yeah.
$20 ticket." And I'm
Yeah.
like, "Well, fuck that! I call, I
Right.
call work."
Right.
And we went to Buffalo, had a good time, especially
Mhm.
Niagara Falls and stuff like that. But that's what you did. You stepped up, like, "All right, listen, we're gonna make this mandatory." I got like honestly, that's how I am. If it's in state, it's
Mhm.
mandatory,
Right.
no matter how far it
See the
is.
thing is why I did that is because a lot of people don't get the support that they should, and I understand with Rough Riders having so many events and chapters all across. If
Mm,
you can't make it, send your donation. You understand what I'm saying? Like there's chapters that put on for you to come in for you because everybody puts on because
mm,
first thing they do is they start networking, talking. Everybody, yeah, yo, I'm coming. Oh, Staten Island doing so. Oh yeah, I'm coming. Then the day of your event, the weekend of your event, where the fuck did everybody at? So
right.
now, especially for New York, everything in New York is expensive. So to get a venue right now is $8,000. Back then it was like 5,000. When I first started, it was 500. You
Okay.
know what I mean? Like even to do Amazura, it was like $500 because uh they used to have so many shootouts there that nobody wanted to fuck with it. So I was like, fuck it. You know what I mean? Shit, this is my hood. I'm gonna throw something. Motherfuckers wanna come and wanna shoot out, then fuck it, we gonna shoot out. You know what I mean? Like I got motherfuckers all up down something, you know what I mean? So they ain't nothing to, get all the
Man.
homies to come in, we gonna do what it do. So we started doing Amazura. That's when it was $500. You used to pay $500, used to get the door, and you got half the bar.
Mm,
So once shit started growing and all the clubs started coming using these events, now they start shooting their shit up. Now you don't get the bar at all. You get whatever off the door. You know what I
right.
mean? So
I was
this
just
is
about
why I
to ask
like
you
it
that. I was just about to ask you that because I think it was Juneteenth. Y'all
though.
was in charge of Juneteenth, and that was the main event on Saturday night.
Hmm.
Was I think it was like what 2 3 years in a row y'all had that, and
Hmm.
all of a sudden we went to another venue. I was like, this ain't where we was at. I like I was like this ain't where we was at, and then I remember you telling me about that shit. So you think and hey, gloat. right now. You gloat if you have to, but do you think because of your success, that's why they boosted the prices? Like, yo,
Most definitely.
this dude bring in revenue every year for us,
Right.
and now other clubs want
Hmm.
to come. I think I forgot their name, Road Dogs or something like that. I remember they did a little takeover there. It was
Hmm.
nice. We took over. We came in deep.
Yeah.
It started with you. Like, fuck it, we're
Hmm.
not gonna go away from the hood and stay away from you. We gonna bring
Yeah.
the
It
money
was
for
it
you.
was only it was only us and it was me and one other club from out here that we used to use in Missouri. And like I used to even do my shit in Long Island City. You know what I mean? Like I think I don't know, you came to the it was a smaller spot. Nah, you wasn't here yet, but it was a smaller spot in Long Island City.
Mm,
And this is why I started moving it back out here to the hood. Cause this in Missouri is big as shit. So
yeah,
man, so
yeah.
it can hold everybody because back then when I used to use the shit in Long Island City, the capacity I think was like 300 to 400, and we wouldn't even fill that shit up because people wasn't coming. People would say they coming, but don't come.
Right.
And then at that time, Rough Riders used to pay like between $2 to $5, I think it was, to get in. You know what
Shit.
I mean? So yeah, so it used to be like $5. I think it was a $5 or something for Rough Riders to get in. So at the end of the day, you talking about 20 Rough Riders come in, we only made $100. You know what I mean? So
Mm,
we had to up the price. The club, they liked it because shit, everybody paid their bar. They bought fucking shit from their bar.
mm,
So like I said, back then we used to get the door, and if it was a certain amount of money spent at the bar, then you give it a percentage of that bar back then. You know what I mean?
mm.
So
Right,
now
right.
everybody got hooked onto the game. And they're like, well, these bikers, they coming in, they doing this, blah 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 blah, up the fucking price. And
Yeah.
cause I wound up actually suing them after the last event. You know what I mean? But I actually wound up suing in Missouri.
Mm,
But it do go down like you would think the motherfuckers who got you the business, who started this shit, because nobody was even fucking with you. You'd think we'll get that discount.
yeah.
Hell no.
Oh no,
Once they
no.
hear Rough Riders,
Yeah, yeah. Like once they hell, not even Rough
go ahead,
Riders.
look. All right.
Once you got them to this point where now everybody want to come there. You got them to this point where it's deep. And hell, I that one year you had X there. So that even made motherfuckers that was not Rough Riders come there. It
Right.
was crowded.
So
I mean,
so that was the last event. That was the last
right.
event that X was there, and that was the
Mm,
year I sued him. Nah, man,
okay.
that's also we can jump into that or come back to that. That's also one of the reasons why we wound up leaving.
Okay.
You know what I
Okay.
mean,
We
from that
definitely
event.
gonna go. We definitely gonna come back to that because what I was gonna say was it was like deep, deep. And I know our
Hmm.
sisters watching because I just put a couple of comments down. Violet, how you doing, baby? Oh, me and her used to
I
clown
can't even
everybody
see,
because
I
some
can't
of
even
y'all
see the comment.
motherfuckers, yeah, some of y'all motherfuckers smell like hot dog water. We used to joke, we used to clown y'all asses, but
Uh-huh.
yeah. So you brought a lot of business. You brought you know it was deep, and then they just want to raise the price up. Hey, you
Hmm.
deserve a discount, motherfucker. We just help your business and your
Right,
club stay around. So
right.
I get what you're saying there. Uh, so we went from state rep
Hmm.
to national president. How the hell did that happen?
Well, national president didn't come to way later. I
Oh,
was, I
well, okay.
was,
We must did a major jump there. I'm sorry.
yeah, yeah.
We did a
National
major jump.
president.
We made a major
um,
jump.
I was, what was I? I was a state rep,
Hmm.
regional rep.
Regional.
I was
I don't
the,
know why I always
I
skip
was
that
the
shit.
rep. I was the rep for Canada. You know what I mean? So they made me what international rep. Um,
I didn't know, hold on. I didn't know that. I didn't know you was a
I
ref for
was a
Canada.
yeah, I was a state rep for Connecticut after Scrappy and what you call it. So I wound up had to take over the state for Connecticut
Hmm.
until we got a new state rep. So Shit, I was a
Mm,
lot of shit. And then I was on 5 points. You know what I mean? So
shit.
I was already on the board
Mm,
nationally. You know what I mean? Back
right.
then. You know what I mean? Because the 5 points. It was what, me, Montana, uh Walt, Stevie,
Mm,
and Chase. You know what I mean? And then Randy came on later. You know what I mean?
mm,
So, but when the 5 points broke, 5 points broke because I don't want to say I broke it, but in a sense, you know what I
mm,
mean? Like motherfuckers were trying to do certain shit, and I was like, nah, fuck that. You know what I mean? So, cause Rough Riders always had different entities from the
mm,
beginning. You know what I mean? So we had the model division and all that shit. You know what I mean? Because that's how the clothes wound up in City Trends.
mm,
You know what I mean? So we had that, and then car and truck, dog. Only JB and them, they the only ones who really didn't sit on the board.
mm.
You know what I mean? Like they entity wasn't, even though they had the influence and all that. Um, they didn't sit on the board. It was
Okay.
really, like car and truck and bikes. You know
Right.
what I mean? So that's how all that shit came out. But it wound up crashing when I ended the division. You know what I mean? Like I didn't want no more bike division, car division, dog division. Like I was like, fuck all that. You know what I mean? So that's how I wound up taking over everything. I wound up running everything
Mm,
because Stevie Bronx wound up stepping away. You know what I mean? Like he had issues with the individual on the board. I mean, so he wound up stepping away.
mm,
So now this leaves Chase. Chase was building up car and truck and all that. He was doing a good fucking job, but he was doing it was more like fuck the bikes. You know what I mean?
okay.
So it was like fuck the bikes. We gonna use the bikes only for when we need to do videos. You know what I mean? Get them out for the videos so that bring more people. But
Mm,
fuck them. You know what I mean? So and the crazy shit about it is, like I said, I fuck with everybody.
mm,
So he called a whole meeting with all the car and truck chapters in the Bronx, and I was there. You know what
mm,
I mean? I was on the phone. I'm listening to the whole fucking meeting. I'm in the parking lot. They don't know I'm in the parking lot though. You know what I mean? So I'm listening to the fucking meeting, and I am like, I don't give a fuck what E Money said. Fuck that, fuck that, fuck the bikes. We
oh,
doing our own thing, contract. So okay, cool.
oh,
So now me and Montana, because Montana met up with me and shit. So I'm sending Montana truck. Montana like, put that shit on a radio on the truck. Put it on the fucking truck. We listen to the shit. Me, him, and Bugsy and shit. So we listen. I'm like, hmm. So they like, so what you want to do, E? I'm like, let them talk a little bit more. You know what I mean? I want to see where you trying to go with all this. And as soon as he was like, yo, who's with me? And everybody, yeah, we with you. Fuck that. Blah, 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 blah. All right, that's all I need to know. Boom.
mm,
Jump out the motherfucking car, jump out the truck, run down on them and shit. Give me all y'all shit. Give me the
whew,
motherfucking R's off the car, all that. And now I'm like, now all y'all motherfuckers that was gonna go with him, give me y'all shit too. Everybody, no, 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 no. Take all that shit off. Man. So
I don't know what
take
you
all
talking
that
about.
shit.
What you talking about? Yeah, I don't know.
Right.
Sure.
So stripped everybody in the fucking parking lot. Man. So took all that shit. And that's how I wound up getting approached in Essex County annual in Jersey.
Mm,
That's how I wound up getting approached by another outlaw club, a OMC club. They came there looking for me. So, when everybody came, like, oh, you got such outside. I'm like, yeah, well, fuck it. You know what I mean? So I'm like, shit, we gonna get it shaking then. You know what I mean? So everybody, I said, you ain't about that. Y'all ain't gotta come out with me. You know what I mean? I know what I'm gonna do. I don't wanna risk nobody else, but I know what the fuck I'm gonna do. And when I got out there, man, he was the national vice president.
Mm,
He was like, "Yo, I seen what the fuck you did in the Bronx." He said, "Me and my guys was sitting right there. We thought we was gonna have to jump out and help you,
well,
but he
oh,
said when I seen you snatch all that shit and sent motherfuckers packing, he was like, I come shake your hand and want to know if you would be you want to come over here and be our national sergeant." And I was like, "Nah, I'm good." Man. So I turned it down that night. Man, went back inside.
they
So
just they just came and just recruited you like, yo, like
right, right,
you passed the audition. You want to just come with us? And shit? Like,
right. They came right there. So I was like, all right, bet. Like, nah. So then he gave me the card because back then you had two cards from if you
mm,
got from an outlaw. Either you got helped by one or an actual friend.
mm,
He tried to give me the I got helped by a such and such such and I was like, nah, nah. I said, he was like, just show this card. I said, nah, I won't show this card because you ain't do shit for me. You ain't help me do nothing. I said,
mm,
give me your regular business card. And he started laughing. He gave it to me. He was like, I said, yeah, because it's a difference. You know what I mean? You show that card, you show certain cards back then, you show that card, it means certain things. You know what I
mm.
mean? So it was like, nah, give me the right motherfucking card. You know what I mean? So
I got you. I got you. See, I'm learning. I'm learning as I go too. Cause if I get a card, I'm down here in Virginia, so I'm cool with a couple of them. But so we get to we get to that situation. We pass that situation. I think I remember that. I'm not even sure. I probably this is when I used to drink heavily, especially Essex County bartender. Yo, that
uh-huh.
motherfucker used to get you
Yeah.
fucked up, and I'm glad I lived close. But
Uh-huh.
I got a picture I want to show you before we get to my next question because I can't skip this
Damn,
picture.
how do I blow this shit up? This shit don't
Uh,
get no bigger.
it should, but I got this picture right here. Our brother Roscoe.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
RP.
yeah,
RP to the bro.
yeah. I was like, I gotta put this one on. I gotta put this one on.
Yeah. Yeah,
So,
that's
but I do got a question because I want to know this before y'all made your own entity. I remember Gorilla Unit was not just in New York.
not gorilla unit. Not
I mean,
gorilla
Gorilla.
unit.
I'm sorry, Gorilla Unlimited. I don't know why. Because I got the joke. I was thinking the joke with that. But Gorilla Unlimited
Mhm.
was just not in New York. I mean, I think you had
Mhm.
members outside New York.
Mhm.
So
Right.
so my question was it trying to was Gorilla expanding? Like was it like had their own entity or was it like listen, you get this patch. You get this gorilla patch. I just want you to know it's responsibility with this patch. Because I remember there's a lot of people outside New York that had that shit. So
Mhm.
what was the story with that situation?
Well, expanding outside of New York didn't come to years later.
Hmm.
Everybody that was gorilla was in New York State.
Right.
So I didn't expand out of New York until probably a couple probably like 3, 4 years before we left.
Okay.
So
Okay.
so it didn't expand out of New York until because there was a lot of people didn't want gorilla in the area, truthfully. You know what I mean? Like because truth be told, like if you talk to like Easy and shit like that, you know what I mean? Like I was that guy that was sent to your area to shut you down and all types of shit. So me and Easy actually, before me and Easy was able to talk and get an understanding of each other,
Hmm.
me and Easy was beefing for years. You know what I mean? Because fucking
Wow.
because I was sent down to Georgia when they had they meeting, their regional meeting. So I was sitting down there like, yo, watch this kid Easy, blah blah blah. And I ain't know Easy at all. You know what I mean? All I
Mm,
know is watch him. He say anything, blah blah blah, blah blah blah. I'm like, fuck it, I bet. You know what I mean? And I'm gone. You know what I mean? So at this time, I ain't give a fuck. I'm on fucking parole, all type of shit. So I couldn't fly down there. So I had to drive down there and all type of shit. So I'm like, fuck it. Shit go sideways. I'm gonna give it up and then I'm shoot my ass back out back home.
mm.
You know what I mean?
Gotcha. Gotcha.
So so it was like it was a whole I was instructed everything to do. get there, film the meeting, blah 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 blah. So I'm like, all right, cool. So I'm filming. I'm in the meeting, like, same white vest. Only one in that motherfucker with a white vest on. You know what I mean? Right up front, filming the whole shit, recording the
Mm.
whole shit. You know what I mean? So fucking so after I leave, heading back to North Carolina and shit, get the phone call. Yo, E Money, what the hell going on? Oh man, look at my boy right there. So it's like, so I was like, yo, E Money, what the fuck going on? So fuck you mean what's going on? So this is Walt calling me. Oh man, easy, dot 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 dot. I'm like, okay, so what's the problem? No, he said you filmed this meeting. So Wise on the phone too. Yeah, you can't do that. I said, why? Fuck you mean? Y'all sent me down there. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Y'all smoking something? Like,
Like,
you sent me down there, said film the
uh-huh.
man's motherfucking meeting, bring it back so y'all can watch it. You know what I mean? So it's like, so fucking Walt, he's like, man, delete that footage. I'm gonna get Easy on the phone. Don't say shit. Just take the ass lashing that he gonna give you. I said, hold on, who the fuck?
Wait a
I
minute.
said, I'm not taking no ass. I said, I'm a whole fucking man. I'm ass lashing. I said, fuck out of it. I said, nah, Easy get on this phone talking greasy. It's gonna be what's gonna be. Nah, man, fuck that. I said, I don't give a fuck who he is. So this is how me and Easy was beefing. You know what I mean? Cause Easy get on the phone, oh, the city slicker calling me. I was like, we hate that shit up here, man. So it's like, oh, city slicker. Oh, okay, that's what's up. You know what I mean? So,
Damn.
but it took years for me and him to really have to sit down. And this is the games that motherfuckers play though. You know what I mean? They have you beefing with each other and
But
shit,
I
and it could have got way uglier than it did. You know what I mean? So, but
mm,
and I to be honest with you, reason why I didn't turn it up how I could have was because of Ruff. You know what I mean? Like I fucked with Ruff
mm,
when the PRO conventions was kicking off and they try to come at Rough Riders. And I'm like, fuck it. You know what I mean? Let's get it rocking. And Ruff, I don't know where the fuck she came from, but she stood up and she was like, fuck it, we gonna get it rocking. I'm like, who the fuck is this chick? You know what I mean? Like, you know what
hey,
I mean?
hey.
She came, she in Jersey. I'm like, who the fuck is this? She's like, yeah, I'm Rough one that up. I'm like, all right, well, fuck it. It's me and you back to back. Shit. You know what I mean? And from that day, I fuck with Ruff, man. Like I do fuck with Ruff. You know what I mean?
Mm,
She definitely that chick. She'll
hey,
bang out with you.
hey. She
You know what
like,
I mean?
listen.
So
She moved down there, but hey, she still got Jersey in her. Goddamn it.
yeah, I know.
So,
But
so,
that's how I met her. So
so
mhm.
where we at right now? Are we at the point of where Gorilla said, you know what, we gonna do our own thing, or we not even close to that yet?
You ain't even close to that yet. You ain't
Oh
close to
man.
you know what I mean? Because
Oh man.
like I said, we had years. We had a lot of years. You know what I mean? You gotta remember I was doing this before I left. I was about to hit my 21st or my 20th year. Either my 20th or my 21st year. I was
God,
about to hit. You know what I mean? So
shit.
so it's a lot. You know what I mean? It's a lot. It's a lot of
Yeah,
people. Like I said, even when talking to y'all at in the Bronx, you know what I mean? When people saying they ain't no Jamie and Jamie was a fake rough rider and all that shit, like how y'all
bro.
don't know fucking Jamie and
Bro,
that's like
let me tell you something about that. You know what? I know Jamie gonna kill me because but I did tell him when you was coming on, so that's his fault. But so when the situation happened on the group page
hmm
and people was questioning him, and Scorp had to come in and stop that shit real slick. So
hmm
me and Little X went up there, and he's like, "Yo, we gotta go get Jamie." I'm like, Jamie coming out? Fuck it, let's go.
hmm
So when Jamie came out, and Jamie had the dog division, the game dog
hmm
vest on. I like, yo, wear that, sis. This stuff, that's
hmm
the vest that started it all. Wear that. Yeah, like motherfuckers looked at it like, yo, like yeah, you looking at history, ask some questions. Especially like motherfuckers that been in for like a year or two. Like, yeah, ask some questions.
right.
Because my thing is this, and I've been saying it for probably, I would say around the summer. It's like they trying to erase a lot of history,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
and I'm not having that because one, y'all say what's that first line? We the brick of the foundation. Well, y'all trying to take away some bricks in this wall, and it's not happening.
Right.
you
Taking
know,
you taking away the cement.
right?
So
You try to
so
you
once
know
you
it's a
once
bit of it.
so you can have a lot of bricks, but you ain't got no cement, then this shit is
It's a
gonna
weak
crumble
wall,
anyway. I
right?
mean,
It's a
so
weak wall.
right.
So Um, so that's why when I heard from Violet, Violet told me like I told you this already, but Violet called me. She was like, "Oh, somebody want to be on your show." And I'm like, "Man, who want to be on my show?" Like, say like E-Money. Oh fuck
Hmm.
yeah! I had to stop like nothing. So shout out my I love my sister. Hey, yo, when I saw her, she
Yeah,
scared the shit
that's
out of me when I
that's
saw
E
her. I was
money
like,
right
oh
there.
shit.
That's
But
that's an OG for real. You know what I mean? Violet, we used to use Violet to fucking initiate my prospects. She used to have breaking like my prospects couldn't cross over until they motherfucking met Violet and they had to fucking dance. Violet to lift these motherfuckers up to
oh,
fucking man, Violet used to do some shit. And if they couldn't get past Violet, they had to prospect a little bit longer. You know what
I'm
I
trying
mean?
to
And
remember.
it, and it was and it
I
was
think it was
all
Buffalo.
fun.
I saw that shit for the first time, yo. Y'all vested two members in Buffalo, and
Uh-huh.
she picked up the big motherfucker. Like what?
Yeah, yeah.
That motherfucker was big as shit. I'm like, you know what, Violet? I ain't
Violet,
fuck with you.
right. Violet was because at first the first test for prospecting with me was, you're rotted. I'll take you on that's how the 5 borough run came about. Because that's how I used to do my prospects. I used to take them on a 5 borough run and we used to get it. But
mm,
I used to do it not to see how fast you can go, but to see if you're gonna ride your own ride. Because I always
right.
tell my guys, you know, I want y'all to be safe. I want y'all to get home to your families just like I want to get home to my family. Don't try, a lot of people, I lost a lot of people because they trying to do shit that they shouldn't be doing. If you can't ride 210, like I ride my bike, when I was have my Jixer, I used to hit
Mm,
215 and hold it. You know what I mean? Like at that speed, I'm telling you, you barely can see shit. You know what I mean? Like and you better be down in that motherfucking tank in that windshield. You know what I mean?
mm,
So cause that's why me and Roscoe we used to run. You know what I mean? We
okay.
used to run, especially when we got down to me, Roscoe, and Psycho Tim. We used to
Okay.
go on that little straightaway down to South Carolina and open that motherfucker up, open them
Oh
bikes up.
yeah. Oh
So
yeah. Myrtle Beach people. You talking about
yeah.
Myrtle?
So
and you lucky to have nobody on the road.
mhm,
That straightaway is a beautiful thing.
right, right.
Beautiful thing.
So
Who
so
say he
that's
missed that
so
bike?
that's what I used to do. I used to run them on a 5 bar run just to see because it's spots. New York streets is getting a little bit better, a lot better, actually a lot better from years, but them years then.
Mm,
I used to know every pothole, every bump, every crater. So I used to take them and I used to take off on them. You know what I mean? That I used to see
mm,
motherfuckers trying to keep up with me and try to pass me.
right.
And I'm like, I'm slowing down when I start flashing my brake lights. It's for a reason. You know what I
Okay.
mean? You in the
Right.
wrong lane. You going so fucking fast. You in the wrong fucking lane, and there's a fucking crater over there. Get the fuck like slow the fuck down, cause
Slow
you
the
ain't
fuck
gonna be able
down.
to see it. You know what I mean? So this is why I used to do that shit. You know what I mean? Like, and I come back. You got either you passed or you're gonna have to prospect a little bit longer. Cause at this
Okay.
point, I didn't want you to try to keep up with me. You understand what I'm saying? I want you to ride your ride. I want you to perfect your ride. Once you
Right.
get, used to your ride,
Mm.
do whatever the fuck you want. If you think you can keep up with me when I'm doing 210, 215, by
Shit.
all means. But like I tell them, I don't ride. When I'm riding that fast, stay the fuck away from me. Don't be
Ugh.
on my ass. Stay the fuck, get your own lane. When I'm doing 200 something, because your bike is stuck. It's damn near stuck. Because I had to get two dampers on my Jixer. Because I had did work to my Jixer. So I had to get two dampers on that motherfucker. Just so that motherfucker you don't get all that shaking at
Mm.
a certain speed. Because once you get that wobble, that shit's all dancing on you. Man, shit. I done
Oh,
seen motherfuckers get tossed or flipped, all types of shit after going a certain speed. So No, man.
Yeah.
So I
So
used to get
I'm
my
about to
shit.
I'm about to put something up for you. Yeah, remember that vest I was talking about?
Hmm.
That's the yo.
I
Every
glow in
time
the
you
dark.
wore that vest, I
I
was like, yeah, that's coming with me.
had
That's coming with me.
I had
I'm
the
going
yeah the glow in the dark outlining.
bro. I had to test myself, but I was like, I'm going. Yeah, fuck that. I gotta go and get that thing. I get that thing. Yes, yes. Let me answer that one. He said live action. If you remember that movie, yeah, it's like that. It's like that. That's how fast you're
Yeah,
going, and you can't
yeah.
see shit. He was living dangerous. I was like, fuck that.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
200,
See,
210.
back then I didn't care, man. Like we used to go to Jones Beach and all that shit. It's a straightaway. I used to run no glasses. I used to race no glasses, no helmet, none of that shit. Know what I
Shit.
mean? And so I didn't really care. Know what I
Mm,
mean? Like when I went from a katana to a Jixer, a real Jixer, not a GSX, but a GXXR,
mm-hmm.
they fucked up. Know what I mean? So it was like I was cause I had a 92 Jixer that was carbureted. And once I put the motherfucking I had my double R 900, that was a 98. And but that 92 Jixer and the 98 double R, I still got that. I actually got both of them. But I did the jets. I put the jets on there, and we used to run. We used to race. You know what I mean? So we used to do some shit here, and I didn't give a
Yo,
fuck. You know what I mean? So
my brother's actually he said, "Do you race for helmets and money?"
yeah, it was always money. We always race for money.
we don't
So we
they,
used to
we don't take people bikes. We take their money though.
yeah. I don't need your helmet. You know what I mean? Cause shit, you probably done sweated through up in that motherfucker. You know what I
we got
mean? Like
stories
you
to
you
tell.
can keep you can keep your motherfucking helmet. You know what I mean? But you're gonna give up that money.
Oh
You know what I
yes,
mean?
oh
So
yes.
so
Uh, but so we went to yeah. I just remember that shit when you said your prospects had to go through ballot, but also
hmm
I go bring out another person. I still call her my mentor, Nunu.
hmm
I'm gonna still call
hmm
my mentor Nunu, and
Uh-huh.
she was a ride or die too. And I ain't gonna lie,
Yeah, yeah.
that shit
hmm
was ready to go too. So when you made her, I think you made her your vice president, if I'm not
hmm
mistaken.
Yeah.
And stuff.
hmm
So you had your board or chain of command, how they want to call it, was how did y'all do the voting process too, or you just said fuck it,
Well, we
you?
did we did the voting, but sometimes it had to be appointed. You know what I
Okay.
mean? Because a lot of times people didn't want the titles. They ain't want they like, nope, we don't want. And it's like, nah, you got to. You got, you're the best person for the job. Got to do it. You know what I mean? So, because at one point, I had to be everything. You know what I mean?
Mm,
And before I always felt like before you move up to presidency and all that shit and state reps, you need to be everything below that. You
mm,
know what I mean? Because you got to teach everybody how to do their jobs. You know what I mean? Because I used to do the secretary work. And people, when you get men at the time, like I never understood that. You get the men and be like, yo, I need you to be the secretary. That's for the female. That's for bitches. I'm not no female. Like, why is that for a female job, a secretary? You know what I mean? So nobody wanted to be the fucking secretary.
mm,
So, I had to wait till the females came in because when I started, I didn't have no females at all.
mm.
When I started Gorilla, I didn't have no females at all. Like I said, everybody was from the hood, everybody from my set. Um, when we start opening up to outside people, that's kind of when the dynamics of Gorilla kind of changed. You know what I mean?
That's you and
So,
Dad. But that's the picture I think a lot of people was waiting for right there. I took
me
this
and
picture.
Sheba,
I took this picture. So yes, yes.
me and Sheba.
Shiva.
Mhm,
But yeah, I mean, so we at the point. Like I said, we at the point with Gorilla is you state rep. Yeah, pretty much everything. Like you said, you was
yeah, I was.
someone.
I
Someone
had
said you was El
many hats.
Presidente. They called you El
Yeah.
Presidente. You know. Oh, but I mean, so after that, it seemed like New York was in a good place. In my view, I
hmm
was there, so it was in a good place.
Hmm.
But where did it? Where did this change happen? Because it seemed like okay, we New York is established. We got I don't know how many chapters they had at that time. They probably got more now. But
I think it was nah. It's not the same. I think I opened up 18 chapters in New York.
18 fucking chapters. Like
Yeah,
damn.
it
Like
was.
New York. I mean, I think that's the same still. New
Yeah.
York and
So let me break down why I opened up so many chapters.
yeah,
And
please.
this is also why I could never when they start doing because when they start doing all these new rules and regulations and all that shit, I couldn't agree to a lot of that shit. You
Hmm.
know what I mean? Because when I opened up New York as a state, anybody that come to New York know damn well none of these boroughs is nowhere near 20, 30, 40, 50, no 100 miles apart at all.
Mm,
You know what I mean? So how can I agree to some shit that we not doing? You understand what I'm saying? So when I opened up, uh, I think at that time, I think I opened up nine chapters at the time
mm,
for New York,
mm,
and it was a it was a heavy duty OMC came up because they had their clubhouse in the Bronx, and they had in Harlem where we do
mm,
Juneteenth, not too far from them. You know
mm.
what I mean? And then they put one up in Yonkers, uh, Long Island.
Okay.
So the president came up to me and he was like, I've been watching you. So I'm like, all right, what I mean, what's up? Because I've never feared none of that shit. You know what I mean? Like, it ain't my thing. You know what I mean?
Right.
So he like, nah. So he telling me like we was gonna hit y'all. But he making it like a joke. He like, we was gonna hit y'all, but you got too many motherfucking chapters. So if y'all decide to hit us back, we wouldn't know where it's coming from because you got too many chapters. So
Hmm.
I was like, all right. I said, at least I know you've been watching me. You know what I
Exactly.
mean? You let me
Right.
know you've been watching me. So I'm like, all right, cool. So he went to go shake my hand. I shook his hand. That's when I seen all the swastikas and all that shit on there. So he was like, but I'm not
Ah,
racist. I got a black wife. But that's a whole nother spill. You know what I
I
mean?
got
But
you. I got you.
so right. So he's like, but but he was like, I just wanted to shake your hand and say that's what's up. And he laughed it off, but he
Mm.
laughing it off. I took that shit serious.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
immediately I started growing more. Cause I said, I'm gonna flush you out before you flush me out. You
Hmm.
know what I mean? So this is why, I grew to have 18 or 19 chapters in New York State, period. You know what I
Right.
mean? So it was like, for that reason. So this is why, like, as at the time, I used to try to get Rough Riders to be like, stop being fucking territorial with each other. I don't give a fuck if you live on the same fucking block. Everybody follows different leadership, different people. You know what I mean? Like, fucking long as y'all growing, grow. You know what I mean? I don't give a fuck if it's 10 fucking chapters on the same motherfucking area. Like, rock out
Damn.
with each other. You know what I mean? Like, long as y'all ain't beefing with each other, I wouldn't give a shit. You know what I mean? Because
Hmm.
at the end of the day, when motherfuckers come for you, they're gonna pick you apart. Now, and one of the things I used to always say was, you got a chapter that's what, 60 miles away, 90 miles away.
Mm.
Now, if your chapter get an issue, how long do you really think it's gonna take for that next chapter next to you to get over to you? It's gonna take them at least 2 hours,
At least.
3 hours, depending on traffic. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
And you talking about now, you made a 2 hour ride now is like 6 hours because all this fucking construction and everything they fucking doing, all fucking up the fucking highways.
Right.
But by the time motherfucking somebody get to you, motherfuckers is gone. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Fire, fire.
But yeah.
So I remember the Jersey parties. So damn, you got all the
Hey, this now
look like
this
you went through my
this is
old computer.
this was this
That's in the
now the
Mass Lounge.
this is like this is me right here. All the pictures. I had to find
Uh-huh.
a lot of pictures. Man. You know, I used to take a lot of pictures. Still do, by the
Yeah.
way. But
Yeah.
that one actually, little sis told me to make sure I put that on the show. So once I told her I
But
was
yeah,
talking to you, but
but that's why, like I said, Rough Riders was too territorial with each other, and this is why they was able to get separated and broken up in a lot of
mm,
areas. You know what I mean? Which also is why I had to fly out to a lot of areas and lay hands on people. And then after I lay hands, the laying of the hands, you know what I mean? Then
mm,
fucking then Nels, that fucking chapter will call back, or that state will call back here. Oh wow, E Money came and did this and did that. We gotta live here. And I'm like, the fuck y'all crying for? I came there, I set the shit straight. All y'all gotta do is maintain what the fuck I did. You know what I mean? Like,
mm,
you don't even gotta go out there and bang. You know what I mean? I already came and did that for you. I done smacked up whoever the fuck I had to smack up, beat up whoever the fuck I had to beat up. You know what I mean? Like, I did it for y'all. All you gotta do
mm.
is maintain it. You know what I mean? Mothers couldn't do it. Couldn't do it.
Oh
So
man. You got
so
a you got a true Rough Rider enforcer that's coming
right,
doing the cleanup
right.
job for you, and then you mad about it. I mean, understand? Listen, like we had I think you told me you was watching that one though. We had Go To on
Hmm.
here. Shout out to Go To, and he said some good points about that but that's because it's a different situation with him. Like Michigan, they not 18 deep like New York is, and their chapters are far away from each other, like you just described. So,
Hmm.
if like you said, Let's say you go to Michigan, you do the same, like you go lay some hands, the hands and
Hmm.
stuff.
Hmm.
All you saying, like you just said, all you gotta do is just maintain, like, hey, just let you know.
Yeah,
Blah,
that's
blah.
it.
But
All you gotta do is maintain what I did. You know what I mean?
yeah,
And when I say maintain what I did, I'm not telling. I wasn't saying like motherfuckers gotta go and smack up the motherfuckers. Everybody ain't the same. You know what
right,
I mean?
right,
Like,
right.
I may whoop your ass, but that don't mean that the next man gonna whoop your ass. You understand what I'm saying? You may whoop his ass because he's like, oh yeah, Infamous just got his ass beat by E Money, so let me go fuck up Infamous. Now he get his ass beat by Infamous. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not
But,
telling nobody to go. Only thing is, once I set the tone for you,
mm,
stomp the yard. You know
yeah,
what I mean? Like shit, be out. You know what I mean? Stop doing all the shit.
yeah.
You got my boo boo.
You thought I was not gonna put a picture of you, Violet? Oh
so
man.
So you know what I mean. So that's all it was. Like, yo, just maintain what I did. You know what I mean. Instead of
Mm.
calling New York, and then I gotta be stuck on fucking conference calls because
Oh,
you asked Violent any of them. I used to be on a call from like 8 in the morning to like motherfucking 3, 4 the next morning, nonstop, and then gotta get right back on because it's like, oh
man.
man, you money they done called it this, that. I got tired of that shit, man.
And y'all,
So
I mean, I think y'all used to have like major calls and shit. I wish
yeah,
I could have been in some of those shits, but I be calling
no,
Jay.
you
I mean,
weren't.
like I remember I
No,
called
you
J
weren't.
Dub, and J Dub like, "Hey man, I'm still on this meeting call." Like meeting call? What meeting call?
Yeah, yeah. Look, that shit used to be forever.
Right,
Oh man,
right.
I got high blood pressure from them goddamn calls, man. Shit.
So
No lie. Go
I'm about
ahead.
to I'm about to show a picture to people. I want y'all to look at this real good. I want y'all to look at this picture real good. It's some There's some people on this picture that y'all don't even remember or they don't look familiar because they still here. They still here.
Mhm.
Especially
Yeah,
this big motherfucker right here. I just saw him in the Bronx not that long ago. It scared the shit out of him. Big Bubba. But hey
hmm.
man, so look at this picture. I love this picture. But all right, we go get to the nitty gritty. We go get to nitty gritty because we like an hour and 15 minutes in. So let's get to it. Because we already touched on it a little bit earlier.
Hmm.
So what what was the decision to have Gorilla as his own? No, just take the Rough Rider
Um,
out and just have Gorilla as his own.
the decision, well, it's shit that led up. Like even with the whole like the FTLP shit, I had to go through all that. You know what I mean? It was more fighting with the board and the board not standing on they word. You know what I mean?
Mm,
Like, So for instance, with the FTLP, right?
Oh, okay.
It was a lot of personal shit that was directed at these men. You understand what I'm saying? And it was like, yo, y'all got personal feelings or whatever. Y'all don't even know these dudes. All you
Mm,
gotta do, let's get on the phone, let's talk to them, see what they talking about. You understand what I'm saying? So it was just like, nah, fuck that, blah blah blah. That's why I was like, nah, I speak to these guys. You know what I mean? So I got to understand what the whole FTLP movement was about because me and Easy actually we had that sit down with them in
mm,
Myrtle Beach. You know what I mean? We had a round table. So, we got to get a good understanding of where they was coming from and what they was talking about. So to move it forward a little bit, you know what I mean? It was shit that was promised to them
mm,
that motherfuckers reneged on. You know what I mean? The boy reneged. So it was like some lies. That's how all them goddamn letters was going out. You know what I mean? All them
mm.
termination letters out. And at the time, now at this time, I went from the National Sergeant at Arms to the National President.
Okay.
So of course, when shit go out, termination letters from the National Board, who would you think signed off on that? The National President. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
But I didn't. You know what I mean? So it was like it was a constant fight. Like, nah. So that's why I started saying, if y'all want to terminate somebody, stop hiding behind the per national board shit. Sign
Mm,
y'all names to it. You understand what I'm
okay.
saying?
Right.
Sign y'all names to it because all y'all behind the scene doing shit behind the scene, but then y'all be up in motherfuckers' faces like, yeah, 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 yep, yep, yep. No, why? Because I'm the face of the board. So of course everybody gonna think it's me
Hmm.
uh terminating motherfuckers and agreeing. And this is why I used to be fighting with motherfuckers. Like it was a headache fighting with your own constantly. I'd rather
Mm,
fight my enemies, but I was constantly fighting my own. So when that all that shit kind of blew over, kind of but didn't. Then there was another situation, South Carolina, uh, when Vest got taken.
mm,
So we on the call, we on the phone call with the Nationals and all that. But before we get on the phone calls with that particular OMC, you know, the two bros that got their shit taken was getting chewed up on the phone. Oh, you bitch ass motherfucker, you bitch ass niggas, I would have died. And da, da, da. No, y'all wouldn't. So I told him, why y'all talking to him like that? First of all, these two white boys or whatever the fuck it is. I mean, why
mm,
are you calling them all types of bitch ass niggas and shit like that? I don't even like all that shit. You know what I mean? So it's like talk to them with fucking respect. But then as soon as we get that OMC on the phone, everybody, hello, sir. Yes, sir. How you doing? All right, sir. So I was like, hold up. So I started flipping. I started flipping on the motherfucking phone, like, yo, hold the fuck up. Y'all serving these motherfuckers? Nah, have that same energy that y'all had for the fucking bros that y'all just was fucking talking to. Have that
mm,
same fucking energy. They apologizing, sorry for he's just a little upset. Sorry, sir. Don't fucking apologize to me. I'm like, who the fuck are y'all serving? You know what I mean? Like, the fuck are y'all doing? So man, shit was ridiculous. It got to the point. It got to the point. We was on the phone all day with them, and then we finally got to the national because everybody was a national. Then got us give us to this one. It got to the
mm,
point where it was like, now, all right, the person now that's on the phone, what he say? Chapter ain't in compliance. So I say, listen, my man. Every time we had a situation with y'all always say that chapter is not in compliance with your mother chapter. I said, so I'm not even gonna play no games with y'all no more. This is what the fuck I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go down South Carolina. I'm gonna grab up my motherfucking people. We're gonna run up in that clubhouse. We're gonna get our motherfucking rags back, and we're gonna take all they shit. And then when they call you and let you know I got they shit, then you can call me. I said, now I came up in the outlaw world, so you know what that means, right? So he ain't say nothing. So I said, no, I want you to tell me if you know what that means. Because I just handled your fucking business. So now you're gonna owe me for life. So they immediately, sorry, sir, E-Money, fucking click me off the motherfucking line. You know what I mean? Click me off the fucking
Damn.
line. So, so, so
Damn.
next thing you
Shout,
know,
I
I
just
get a
oh,
phone call.
I just want to say this. Shout out to Rock from Jersey. Says you Jersey,
Mm-hmm.
Little Rock, all the way in Germany. 3 o'clock in the morning watching. That's my
Shit.
bro. And shout out
Mm-hmm.
to, of course, our number one bro here, Scorp. Scorp is watching. He can't watch live, but he had to jump in and
Scope,
say what's
scope,
up.
scope.
He had to say what's up to E Money. So I know he gonna watch later. He gonna watch
Right,
later.
right,
But yeah, that situation sound. I ain't know shit about that shit. The
right. So
situation in
no,
South
ain't
Carolina.
nobody know, cause
All right.
ain't nobody know. So when it came down to it, I get a phone call like, hey, why I want to talk to you about the president's program. I'm like, why the fuck I'm talking about this president's program again? Like I done wrote the fucking Sargent's program, which I gave to somebody else. They revamped the shit, made the shit to like the Sargent's got to cater to the motherfucking to the artists instead of fucking protecting the membership. You know what I
Mm,
mean? So I said then I did the president's program. You let the VP take my program, switch it up. Everything that said president now says vice president. So I said, shit, read it. It's the same goddamn thing. Why am I giving another fucking program? So
mm,
we get on the fucking call. Well, I was like, man, they feel like you're not a fit for the you're not a fit for the board. I said, I'm not a fit for this motherfucking board, man. I said, we ain't the same caliber. Like, I said, I don't fit with this motherfucking board, man. Like, I said, nah, cause he's like, oh yeah. They say you trying to go to war with the 1%ers. I said, so I told him straight up, man. I said, well, you can't. I said, how many times I gotta tell you? I said, growing Rough Riders, because you gotta understand, Rough Riders lost respect when Wink and everybody left. It was hard for us here. We was out here putting work in on motherfuckers, like on some
mm.
real shit, like banging motherfuckers out. Cause they'd be like, oh, fuck, Wink ain't here. All right, boom. You know what I mean? Like we was putting it down on motherfuckers.
Got you.
Disrespect if you want to. You know what I'm saying?
Got you.
So now all the gangster shit was good back then. Now we got all the chapters, all these states. Now you telling me the gangster shit ain't no more good.
Mm,
Like I said, I ain't. You can't come to the table of lions speaking fucking sheep. Lions sit at the table with fucking lions.
yeah.
If you bring a motherfucking lamb to the fucking dinner table, guess what? You
About
getting
to get eaten
eaten.
the fuck up.
You know what I
Get eaten
mean?
the fuck
You ain't
up.
speaking. You can't be sitting there. Everybody, right? Everybody sitting there raw. You sitting there, bah. Yeah, okay. We already know what that is.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is. It was too many fucking sheep trying to sit at fucking tables with lions. And like I said, I'm a fucking lion. A lion, a dog, whatever the fuck you want to call it, but I'm an alpha. You know what I mean? So
Right.
I ain't no motherfucking sheep. So
Got you.
like I said, I'm not fit for the fucking board. So wind up fucking they want to remove me from there. So now at this point, the gorillas I had already had, I think 2 chapters. You know what I mean? And I think what more disappointed me was I was told by me and Montana right before Why went to the night before he went to the Million Man March.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about having multiple guerrilla chapters. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
He said he ain't had no problem with it. He said, yo, tell it to the board, make them understand. Boom, boom, bam. He said, you and Montana do that. Y'all tell him. He said, y'all got to tell him what it is. You know what I mean? Whatever y'all tell him, that's what it is. Y'all kind of run the board. Y'all run the board. So said, all right, boom. Open up fucking Detroit,
Mm.
Texas, Houston. You know what I mean? So this is Tennessee, all that shit. But the issue really came from Detroit. You know what I mean? Because again, when you doing certain shit, because like I said, if I'm in anybody's area, it's gonna be one or two things gonna happen. You're gonna get your shit right, or you're gonna get shut the fuck down.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a whole bunch of, oh, this one over here bootlegging, this one doing this, and this one doing that, blah 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 blah. So I'm like, all right, cool. So like I told Wild, hey, look, all that shit gonna stop once these chapters start coming. I'm gonna force them to, do whatever. You know what I mean? Like if it's bootlegging and all that shit, then that's what's gonna fucking be. We're gonna shut it all down. He had no problem with the cleanup, but the problem came when certain people start crying. Nah, I never said that. I don't remember. I don't
Mm,
this. And
mm.
it's like, come on, my man. Like I would never did the shit if you ain't fucking saying shit that happened with me and Easy. You know what I mean? How
Right,
me and
right.
Easy started beefing. Never said what. I wouldn't be here if you fucking didn't send me. You know what I
Mm,
mean? So,
got you.
but so
Got you.
so at this point now, I guess they sent out a termination letter not to me, but to the nation. You know, what I mean, on me or whatever the case may be. So it was like, so I wound up getting a phone call. It was like, yo, if you shut down your guerrilla chapters, then you'll be good with the board. So I said, good, the board. I said, I don't give a fuck about that board. Like, fuck, I need to be good with y'all for. You know what I mean? And like, nah,
Wow.
nah, if you just, we don't want you to go. You know what I mean? We really need you, blah, blah, blah. So just shut down the chapters and you'll be good with us. So I said, so you want me to shut down all my chapters? The motherfuckers that left from wherever for whatever reasons, you want me to just say, go back to where the fuck y'all left. No one is going to be putting these people in certain situations. Even the people that might take them back may be put in a certain situation because they let them go. You
Mm,
understand? So it's like, nah, I'm not doing that. So they say, you know what? We're gonna let you think about it. We'll let you think about it, get back to us, and then let us know what you plan on doing. I said, you really want my answer? I can give you my answer now.
mm,
I said, so you know what? I said, you know what? I'll show you better than I can tell you. And from there, I pulled out. I left. You know what I mean? Because at this point, it wasn't, because it was like already, you know, rumors that I was trying to make everybody gorilla to not pay dues and all this shit. You know what I mean? Take wild money. And I
mm,
always say, and you came from New York. You know what I mean? So whenever we had state meetings, what I tell y'all, don't get involved in everybody else's shit. I always ask New York, hey, if everybody's happy, if everybody good, anybody got any issues? If nobody got any issues, everybody's happy, everybody got their fucking vest, pay your fucking dues.
mm,
Always had that motherfucking meeting and said the same shit every time. You know what I mean? So when everything was going on with the FTLOP and all that shit, that's why I used to tell everybody, don't jump on the bandwagon if that's not your fight. Like, yeah, you can support those brothers and those sisters, but don't jump on it if you're not going through it because you can make they fight worse.
mm.
You understand what I'm saying? You can
Right,
fuck
right.
it up for what they actually standing for because you're not going through what they going through.
Mm,
So if you're not going through it, then you keep on doing what you're doing, but help them with their fighting chance. You understand what I'm saying? So this is why I used to always tell everybody, even when me and Easy sat down and with them in South Carolina, I said y'all focus on the wrong shit. Stop worrying about what Wild doing with this $100 that he getting. This is man company. He made this shit. He can wipe his ass with that motherfucker, throw it away, burn it. It don't fucking matter. Stop worrying about that. What y'all need to
mm,
worry about is how y'all been going for 4 or 5 years and y'all ain't got no fucking corporate vest. Who reads they fucking contracts nowadays?
mm,
Because your $100 that you fucking pay is the rent that loaner vest. So if you ain't never get one, why the fuck are you paying for something you ain't? That's like me paying for a house that I ain't never get. I'm paying rent somewhere I ain't never lived.
Mm.
Why are you doing that?
Wow.
And that's why I said, y'all fighting the wrong fight. Stop fighting about what the fuck he doing with his money. Ask where the fuck is y'all vest. Ask why the fuck, what I mean, we paying all this money and we can't even fucking get a sit down with you. Ask them type of questions. Not where the fuck he spending his fucking money. Like
Right, right.
he created this shit. I said, shit, when y'all work and y'all get y'all paycheck, do you fucking let motherfuckers ask you what you about to spend that money on? The
Hell
motherfucker
no.
that just paid you, your boss just paid you, gave you a check, then he was like, hold on before you go. And he's holding on to your envelope.
Hmm.
What the fuck you about to spend this money on? Who the fuck kid? I work for this fucking money. I'm gonna
Right.
spend this money on what the fuck I want to spend it
Give
on.
me my
Shit.
goddamn check.
Right. Let go of my motherfucking check. You know what I mean? So it was just disappointing because why believe that shit. You know what I mean? So it was just like, all right, well, fuck it. Like I told him, shit. If you believe that shit, then there ain't really nothing for us to talk about. You know what I mean?
Mm.
So I'm gonna let you go ahead and have your board, have your yes men, and fucking I'm gonna go on about my motherfucking merry way. Like I said, I'll show you better. I can tell you, because at this
Yeah.
point, my decision for leaving it was to show unity. You understand what I'm saying? I ain't give a fuck about no position. I've been doing this shit a long time. I've been trying to get somebody to take my positions for the longest, but I just wanted the right person that ain't gonna fuck over the nation, ain't gonna be making personal decisions. You know what I mean? Because when people get these positions, and I always say, when you have these positions and you start making them personal decisions, you lose with me. Now I gotta overturn your shit.
Mm.
You understand what I'm saying? If that shit don't make no motherfucking sense, and you just don't like a motherfucker, or you know, it's just like with a lot of women, they probably gave up the pussy. Now they don't want to fuck him no more. Now what they doing? You out of here. You out. Give me your vest. What the fuck?
Mm.
What she lost her vest for? You know what I mean? So now, guess what? When they call me, oh, she fucking eat money now. No, she not. You know what I mean? They were like, I ain't never move off no pussy. You know what I mean? I done had presidents, state reps try to set me up. Like I come to the area, hey, go fuck eat money. And that's why I started having meetings. I tell everybody, stop sending your women at me, thinking that that's gonna stop me from fucking doing what I gotta do. Cause the only thing that's gonna happen, they're gonna get fucked if I like them. They're gonna get fucked, and then you're gonna get fucked over. You know what I mean? So don't send your motherfucking women at me. You know what I mean? Thinking that's gonna motherfucking save you. It ain't gonna save you.
Oh
I ain't
my
playing them
god.
type games. Shit.
Like, listen, I'll
I do
catch
not
it,
move.
but I catch it. But it ain't gonna
Right, depending
change what
on
I came here
on
for.
who and what it is. You know what I mean? But it ain't gonna change. It ain't gonna change what I'm here for. You know what I mean?
Right, right. So,
So
your Violet, Violet put on. I put it on earlier. She said you missed the part. I don't think he missed the
about the
part.
money,
I don't think he
nah, it's
missed the
probably
part.
probably nah
I,
because we jumped. I
yeah,
did
yeah.
because
We,
we was
we,
we
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 jumping.
missed
We jumping right now. We got like a half an hour left, so we jumping right now.
right.
So
So
we
so
trying to
we
get
we
to it.
missed. So what she's talking about is the whole uh concert,
Oh yeah.
trophy party slash concert. You know what I
Ah
mean? So basically
yeah.
what happened with that was we put up the 8,000 for Amazura. This is why I sued Amazura. You know what I mean? So we were supposed to split. We were supposed to split the money. We paid for the venue. Um, Keisha and them paid for the promotions and flyers and shit. You know what I mean?
Mm,
So we were supposed to split the money. At the end of the night, if y'all whoever came that year, y'all seen X. X is only when they asked me, X is only supposed to do 2 songs to give out the trophies.
mm.
X did a whole goddamn
Set.
performance, a
Did
whole
a whole
album.
set.
Right.
Yeah.
Even after they shut the damn music off, because they was trying, like they started trying to hit me $1,000. Oh, he's still rapping. That's another $1,000 we gotta charge you. I was like, fuck that. Cut his fucking mic off. There's only like 3, 4 chicks he fucking rapping to. Everybody else is gone. Know what I mean? So this is why I had told Wild in the beginning, like New York ain't like that, man. If Muff was coming to these bike parties, they're not coming for a fucking concert. X had just got out of jail. They asked me to do that to cook off that his tour he was having as soon as he got out. So I said, all right, cool. So they wanted him to kick it off from here.
Mm.
2 songs, 3 songs max. Let him give out the trophies. Boom. Like I said, if you was there, he fucking all night. Everybody wound up leaving. But like I told him, people want to get in, get they dub, see who's in the club, pick it up, go fuck. That's it. That's what people be on. Know what I mean? So they wind up I wound up when they was trying to charge me another $1,000. So I wound up because then they started trying to $1,000 because X is still rapping. $1,000 because people still walking around. So pushed everybody the fuck out. Had everybody in there cleaning up. Fucking snatched the fucking mic from X. Like, yo, here. You know what I mean? You got your fucking mic. The man, all he had to do was cut the fucking sound off. X would have still been on the stage just rapping to him without the fucking mic. You know what I mean? So, but it was
Right.
just they think because they seen how many people came that year, and it was like, cause remember, Amazon it was full, and we had
Yeah.
to let people out to let other people that didn't even get in yet come in. And
I mean,
Amazon I think holds what they're in there 5,000. No, I mean I think
yeah.
it is.
It
So
was no elbow room in that motherfucker. Like I
right,
said, me and Violet was making jokes how motherfuckers sound like old hot dog order. But
right.
not only that, because if I remember right, man, like y'all had other motherfuckers performing too,
Right.
and
We were
and
supposed to. We were
yeah, it's
supposed to.
like
Hmm.
it was a couple motherfuckers that was performing, and plus
Chaos.
Chaos was performing. Then
Hmm.
we had Supreme from Chicago,
Yeah, Supreme.
and what's that? It been so long since I saw my man. But my man that had he did the You Know song.
Was it Main? Big Main?
No, not Big Man. Um, God,
I do know. I do know. I let them perform because that was always my thing. You know what I mean? Like I said, X has already made it. He's whatever. I'd rather let the
Murk Mook, Yankee, Murder
upcoming.
Mook.
Oh, all right, Mook. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
Mook
Mook.
did perform. So I'm like, I'd rather let the people trying to come up, let them perform. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, at the end of the night, the fucking and then you was there, fucking the prices was going up. Like they was jacking our prices up from like
Mm.
$20. Then after 2 hours, it was went to $45, and after 2 hours, man, that shit, it was damn near $100 to get up in that motherfucker. You know
God
what I mean? By the
damn,
end of the night. So
they banked.
so you know,
They banked.
right. So basically, I had my aunt in the booth with the accountant, with their accountant. So it was like, we had the agreement at the end of the night, nobody leave till we count this money up in front of each other so we can see, and then we split it. By the time I got everybody out the motherfucking in Missouri, where the fuck the money at?
Mm,
You understand what I'm saying? Money gone.
mm.
So I'm like, so I'm flipping. I'm like, yo, wow, you better call her, tell her come back, get bring that motherfucking money. Now while oh man, that's between you and her. Nah, you set this shit up. Nah, I mean, like, call her, tell her bring this shit back. Cause that right there, I'm not playing. You know what I mean? So
Right.
I want I ain't seen it for a whole fucking year. So when I
Ooh.
finally ran up into her, I'm like, yo, we don't even know how much money we made. So she started telling, oh, Earl didn't give us no discount. He charged the full 20,000. We had to pay the Rough Rider bills. We had to pay the accountants. We had to pay fucking the radio stations. We had to pay this. What the
Well,
fuck that got
damn.
to do with us? You know what I mean? Like, my people put up fucking 8 grand. I got members that fucking didn't even pay their fucking rent. They was banking off that motherfucking money. You know what I mean? So I had to go do what I had to do to fucking make sure my people was able to pay their fucking shit.
Mm,
So it came to a point where it's like, well, you gotta if you can only come off the top of your head 22,000, since y'all took the whole fucking money, I want 22,000. It's only fair. You know what I mean? So she like, oh, gotta talk to why, blah blah blah. Why like up. Now,
Pew!
so I was like, fuck it. I said, so at this point, I'm gonna tell you what. As Gorilla Grow, I send y'all a fucking roster, and y'all deduct that from 22 fucking $1,000 until my fucking balance is zero. Then we'll start paying dues again. So I was like, nah, you gotta pay dues. I said, wow, what the fuck would make you think? I said, if we wasn't who the fuck we was to each other, it'd be a different outcome to this shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, what the fuck would make you think y'all gonna take over 20 fucking $2,000 from us, and I'm gonna
Shit.
still pay you? You out your fucking mind. You know what I mean?
Jesus.
So it's like now everybody trying to jump on Gorilla's not trying to pay dues and this, that. Nah, we not gonna fucking pay dues.
Got you.
As we grow, we're sending the fucking roster, and y'all deduct the fucking roster every fucking year until that balance is zero or until it's low enough that y'all can give us our motherfucking money. Cause that was the
Mm.
second time that we got fucked over. Cause the first time was with Nunu, where she did all the shirts and all that shit, and I was fighting. I was
Oh,
fighting over that because it was like you said you paid her $200 for her designs, all those designs. So I'm like, y'all gonna sell her designs every fucking year. So why she can't get residuals every
every fucking
fucking year?
year.
Y'all sell y'all
Yeah.
motherfucking her shirts. Know what I mean?
Yeah.
So nope, that's not how it worked. I said, come on, I know fucking business. I said, fucking residuals is fucking residuals. That means they don't stop as long as the fucking product is still going.
Yeah.
She
You
still should have some fucking money coming in. What
just
the fuck was $200 or whatever the fuck
that's
gonna
like
do
that.
for her?
That's like with music. If the radio station's still playing the fucking song, you
You
still getting
going
some type of
you still
percentage,
getting right.
something all that. So yeah, I get you. I get you. And this is why I call her my damn mentor. People, she was doing designs before me, but but
Hmm.
yeah, I get what you going. I get what you going. So because remember, if you do, in fact, I'm gonna tell you this. When I saw you that link, I scrolled up to our conversation when I found out
Hmm.
what happened and shit. So I like fuck that. I ain't asking for no. I'm going straight to the fucking source. I'm going straight to E. I'm gonna ask him, and that's what it
Right.
said. I ain't talking to them. I'm going straight to you. Head nigga in charge. What happened? What's going on? Because I'm confused. And I think that's when I was
Hmm.
down. Yeah, I was down here. I moved. I moved
Hmm.
down here. I started working down here, and I'm like, what the fuck going on in
Right.
New York? And I'm still part of Staten Island, but I'm down here. So,
Right.
um, so we got that situation, and like enough is enough. I find we Gorilla Unlimited official. This is our thing right here. So
Hmm.
y'all was still based in New York, but y'all still having y'all still having chapters other places, or it was just like
Yeah.
fuck it, we just gonna
Hmm.
stay in New York and then we're gonna
Nah.
see if we could grow.
I grew gorillas to have before I came and turned outlaw. I left gorillas. We had 17 chapters.
Shit.
So
I,
so I grew it. You know what I mean? So I grew it
mhm.
and shit like that. So before I came over to this side of the world.
Let me say this for you, bro. And I hope I'm not trying to get nobody in trouble. I'm not, but it just showed that y'all still respect E on this one. There's still motherfuckers that wear their custom vests, but still
Hmm.
has that gorilla patch on
The
their
gorilla
vest.
patch on it. Oh
Yeah, they
yeah,
still got their gorilla
yeah,
patch. And I was like, and I'm gonna say right now, I still want one. But I still want one. Yeah, I mean,
so,
it's who said they remember Detroit having a chapter? Yeah, he just said that. He just said they had the Detroit chapter. That was
right.
that was Glitter, who's down here in Virginia now. Um,
Hmm. Yeah. So
so
what I did with the gorilla head, it was like people that I rocked with, even though I couldn't get to everybody, but
mm,
it was like people that I rocked with even after we left. It was like it was almost like a not a support patch, but a almost like a support patch. You know what I mean? Like we fuck with y'all. So it was
mm,
like those people who wore the gorilla heads, any gorilla events, they was allowed to get into for whatever gorillas was paying to get in. You know what I mean? So it was like all they had to do was, they had their head on their vest, so they get treated and is welcome anywhere that gorilla is at. You know
mm,
what I mean? Because not for nothing, everybody that was with the gorillas wasn't with the gorillas. You know what I mean? Because once
right, right,
once
I got you.
motherfuckers start threatening people with taking vests and all that shit, you know what I mean? Motherfuckers show really what time it really was. You know what I mean? So it's only
bro.
a few people that rock they shit. You know what I mean? Like
I'm gonna, I'm,
animated links and them.
I'm
You know
gonna
what I
think,
mean?
bro.
So
You already said his name, so I might as well say it. Then I'm gonna tell you right now, motherfuckers told links. I was right there, motherfucker told links. He gotta take that off.
oh
He's like, he said, I wish you would take my fucking.
yeah,
links, man. He ready for a fucking
oh
fight.
yeah,
So
oh yeah.
shout out.
That's my little bro right there, man.
He
So
watch it. He watching right now
you know,
too, bro. So shout out to links.
yeah. So you know
But
his little peanut head ass. He
yeah,
better come
man,
up here one of these.
him and emo, they
Yeah,
still they my that's my family right there. So um
yeah.
so but how you feel about that, man? Like like I told you, your legacy, man, is still with us. But they those
Well, you know,
motherfuckers that got the
a lot of
gorilla
people don't
head.
know. Right. See, a lot of people don't know about me, just like a lot of people wouldn't. They ain't know about Bam and Orgy and Supermax and everybody else. You know, they know Scorpio now because Scorpio is he been popping back up. You know what I
Mm,
mean? But before it's like they can only if they wasn't in that era where they's like, or unless they went to like an old video, then they
mm,
see like Scorpio and them. You know what I mean? But there was a lot of people. So, but I always tell people you can't take away history, whether
right.
somebody's here or not. You know what I mean? You try to erase people. And a lot of hate come from, like, let's just say motherfuckers was doing stunts, but they ain't like that Scorpio was that fucking man. You know what I mean? So they be like, fuck that. Scorpio ain't shit. He ain't this, blah blah blah. I did the stunts. I did this. I did that. You know what I mean?
Mm,
So now you try to erase him out so that nobody know what the fuck he did. You understand
mm,
what I'm saying? And you can't really get rid of history. Like I'm damn sure not gonna come back just to fucking prove no fucking points. Like I made my marks. Rough Riders grew. You know what I
mm,
mean? From when I started, it grew. I wish it was stronger. That's why I was trying to take the nation before I left. You know what I mean? To be stronger, more united, because Rough Riders' biggest enemy is itself.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
And this is why, like I said, people don't, just from us talking in the Bronx, people don't know about the color R's. I did all that. You know what I mean? Because they don't know about the first Black R movement. So I did the color R's to counteract that first Black R movement, but it was a reason for that Black R movement. Since going back to what I said in the beginning, we wasn't paying $100 a year. We was
Mm,
paying monthly, a lot of fucking money. So and shout out to Pap and Rock and them. You know what I mean, from Chicago, because that's where all that shit started. They
mm,
was they was the first one to kind of stand up against all that shit. Like there's too much motherfucking money and shit going on. You know what I mean? Like we gotta come to some type of agreement, and that's really one thing I say about another female, that Raquel. You know what I mean? Rock from Chicago. Her ass was flying out here like every other fucking week or something like that. You know what I
mm,
mean? We was having these fucking meetings, and that's when everything kind of changed. You know what I mean? Like, all right, we not gonna fucking do this amount of money per month now. Now we going to do the $100 a year. That was great. Now it was
right.
affordable. Now, you know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of shit that people will leave out from people because they're not here, or they probably didn't get along with them and shit like that. Like I don't take nothing from nobody. You know what I mean? Whatever you brought, you bought, and what I learned from you, or I taught you. You know what I mean? And for you to teach it, or I learned from you. It don't fucking matter. But history is his story. You know what I mean? And people try to erase his story by putting it with theirs, and they erase history. You know what I
Mm,
mean? So this is why now, I do give it up to certain, people that do keep my they ain't got no bad ill will towards me, or like I always tell anybody, shit, call me if you want to know. I don't hide shit from nobody. If you don't know what
mm,
the fuck going on, shit, my number is still what it is. Call me. I have no problem telling it to you. But some people will be like, oh, that's E-Money. He motherfucking did this, that. Oh, okay, well, shit. You can go ahead and whisper on your breath, but understand this one thing. I'm the same motherfucking way as I was in fucking Rough Riders. You know what I mean? I don't take no disrespect from no fucking body, not man, woman, or child. I will beat the shit out of all three. Cats, dogs, whatever the fuck you bring. You know what I mean?
He's
If
an
you come to
equal
me, come with
opportunist
respect.
ass whooper. He's a
Right. I'm equal opportunist ass whooper. You know what I mean? So you come to me with respect. You talk to me, you know what I mean? I'll gladly talk to you. You know what I mean? Like ask anybody that was in fucking the Bronx a few weeks ago. You know what I mean? Like you pull me to the side, I talk to you. It don't matter what I got on. You know what I mean? Because I'm really one of them motherfuckers that if I say you my bro, you my sis, or if I have some type of relationship or love for you with you, you know what I mean? That shit ain't gonna change. It ain't gonna
hmm
change because you over here, I'm over there, or whatever the fucking case may be. I
Yes,
invite
sir.
Rough Riders to my shit all the time. You
Yes,
know what I
sir.
mean? I'm like, yo, come to my shit. Do they come? No, no. I may get some of the females like, fuck it, E, we coming. But you know, I invite Rough Riders to my shit all the time. Like, you know what I mean? Like one thing, like Double OG was saying on his shit, you know what I mean? Like he go out. You know what I mean? Like long as when you dealing with OMCs, and that's one of the things. I don't know how much time you got, but one of the
Right.
things that when you dealing with OMCs, and I used to always say is like you gotta fucking respect the fucking playground. You cannot come into the OMC playground and just be like fuck y'all. This what it
Mm,
is. You know what I mean?
mm,
You don't gotta be no bitch. You ain't gotta be no tough guy. You understand what I'm saying?
yeah.
So it's like, but you gotta have that fucking respect.
Yeah.
Respect goes a long motherfucking way. You know what I mean? So if you give respect, you're gonna get the respect back.
Yes,
So,
sir.
being coming into the whole OMC shit is just like, people be scared to talk to me now. I'm like, yeah, I'm still the same fucking person. I ain't changed. I didn't do like a lot of other cats did. Cause I seen when cats left and now it's fuck Rough Riders and we gonna take Rough Rider vest because now you over there. Nah, I
Yeah.
don't get down like that. If anything, I tell any fucking body, Rough Rider is still my motherfucking family. I may not like every fucking body, but that's still my fucking family. And I actually got still blood family in that motherfucker. You know what I
Mm,
mean? So for me to put a green light on Rough Riders at any point, that could have been my cousins down in the Carolinas. You know what I
mm.
mean? My aunts and shit down in fucking, down in the Florida regions,
I got you.
over there in Michigan. I got actually family in this shit. So if I give a okay and all that shit, you know what I mean? Like I can fucking put my own family, my blood family in fucking jeopardy. But like I said, if I fuck with you, I fuck with you. Just because I'm not there don't mean I'm gonna be like, all right, open book on fucking Rough Riders. As you
Why?
see, like I said, rather the powers that your powers that be tell y'all not, when invested shit wind up missing or getting taken, who fucking they call? You know what I mean? They'll never say, yeah, man, E Money got this back for us and that. Never say that. You know what I mean? And I don't do the shit for, somebody be like, oh, E Money went and got. Nah, if you call
Yeah.
me, when I got the phone calls about the invest I got taken not too long ago, I made the phone call. Hey, look, that's my motherfucking family. What we doing? You know what I mean? Because you took some of theirs. I'm gonna take some of yours and give it to
Mm,
them because
mm.
I don't want it. But I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna give it to them. I'm gonna give them the power now. You know what I'm saying? So
Nice.
the vest came back or whatever the case may be. You know what I mean? But ain't nobody gonna say, yo, E Money did that. Ain't nobody gonna say, yo, we had to call E Money for this. You know what I'm saying? Because I was getting phone calls left and right. Now everything kind of smooth. You know what I mean? So ain't no phone calls coming in. But you think motherfuckers that called me because when I was a rough rider, we was all the bro and all that shit when I was a rough rider. So it took
See.
me not to be there anymore. Now I'm your brother. Yo, bro, yo, E Money up. Now you know my number. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, we got this situation. Oh, okay, cool. Nah, man. And
Mm,
like I tell motherfuckers, I don't hold or harbor ill will towards nobody. I just didn't fuck with a lot of people. And at this point in time, it's like shit. It's on you. Cause
mm.
I didn't leave Rough Riders to or Gorilla to bring in old shit to my new fucking toilet. You know what I mean? So it's like shit. What the fuck you want to do? I let now if you see me, if you see I ain't on that type of timing, because I can be on that type of timing, because I'm always ready for whatever. You know what I mean? But if you fucking call and you just like, yo, E, like a certain person say, they sent they people, man, want to know if you got an issue. I said, why you come and talk to me instead of him? All he had to do was come and talk to me. I said, I seen him when he came into the building.
Mm.
If I had an issue with him, I would have fucked him up on site. You know what I mean? But I ain't carrying the motherfucking, whatever happened over in Rough Riders. I just know what type of time it is. You know what I
Mm.
mean? But understand it can go down. You know
Right.
what I mean? So, like I said, you don't have to be no bitch, but you gotta have that fucking respect. And that was one of the things, like I said, going back to the whole color R movement. When I did that, it was so Rough Riders can be his own thing. You understand what I'm saying? I got rid of the division, and then they did this standard shit and all this other shit that I'm like, why? You just doing division again? You know what I mean? Like, why are you gonna fucking put on a standard membership? And what the fuck is that? Because now ain't nobody gonna want to be a standard member. And guess what? Everybody's a fucking standard member. You know what I mean? So why the fuck did y'all put some next shit just to divide everybody again? That don't make
Yeah,
no fucking sense.
and that's
You know what I
exactly
mean?
what it's doing. I mean, that's
Right.
exactly what it's doing. Like motherfuckers,
So
we
right.
talk
So
like
this is why they had to get me up out of there. You know what I mean? I couldn't be on it because I'm boisterous, man, and I'll fight for what I believe in. You know what I mean? So I always felt like Rough Riders could have been the strongest because Rough Riders was the biggest fucking club than any fucking OMC, MC, any
mm,
fucking thing. The biggest fucking club, but it was the weakest. You know what I mean? And like I said, Rough Riders' biggest fucking enemy is Rough Rider. The biggest threat to Rough Riders is fucking Rough Riders because everybody want to fucking have a position and they fucking gunning for these positions, and Rough Riders don't know how to be fucking Rough Riders. Enjoy what the fuck you have.
mm.
As you just went put up pictures, all those motherfucking vests you put up was different fucking style vests, all that shit. You know what I mean? Remember, I had the Coach motherfucking ones. I had the Gorilla. I had the fucking, it was all type of shit. Only reason why all the Louis Vuittons and all that shit had to stop was because of copyright infringement. You know what I mean? This is
Ah,
why all the other shit had to stop. You know what I mean? Because Rough Riders could have got sued for all that shit. You know what I
mm,
mean? So when I started doing the customizing, because Stickman, me and Stickman was on the phone designing my motherfucking my Gorilla R. You know what I mean? So this is how the Gorilla R came about. Me and Stickman. We was going back and forth, I want this like this. I change this because I don't do all that graphic arts, but that was his thing. You know what I mean? So like I said, when Rough Riders learn how to be Rough Riders and stop trying to fit in, and I say this meaning the whole black and silver movement. You understand what I'm saying? I hated that shit because
really?
all the motherfucker gotta do is make you change. I hated that black and silver movement because you only seen gorillas wearing their corporates when it was time for a meeting. You ain't never seen no gorillas wearing corporate vests unless it was a big meeting. They'll bring it, if we have you know, um, a major meeting and shit like that. Other than
Mm,
that, we in our own shit. You know what I mean? Because I always used to say, like, yo, be who the fuck you are. The R is the only fucking logo out here that you can do whatever the fuck you want to it, and that shit gonna look hot.
I can
You can't
testify to that.
change up.
I can
You can't
testify to that.
change up these fucking logos. You know what I mean? You can't put fucking Gucci in a fucking some of these like that shit. I'm like, what the fuck? That's not even y'all colors. But what motherfuckers do is they brainwash you. Oh, Skittles, rainbow, da da da. Now
Right.
what you do? You start feeling the way. You
Mm,
understand what I'm saying? So let me change to y'all should be uniform, black and silver. Now what you do? You start conforming to what other motherfuckers want you to be.
mm.
This is how now when you start doing the hogs and all this other shit, now you start looking like who they want you to look like. So you look like a duck, you walk like a duck, you crack like a duck. What are you? A fucking duck.
Fucking duck.
All motherfuckers doing is making you into that duck. You know what I'm saying? So it's like now, if I get you to fucking turn against yourself, because now everybody, oh fuck that Skittles and rainbows, I have never, and I've been to every fucking almost every clubhouse, outlaws. Ain't nobody, and you remember, I only fucking I wore every color R except for blue. I wore every fucking color R, but ain't nobody never come to me and say, "Yo, get the fuck out of here with that fucking rainbow and Skittles shit." You know why? Because I would have knocked a motherfucking block off. Straight up. You disrespect me and my motherfucking club, I'm fucking you up. This is our shit. I'm standing on our shit, and that's what it is. But the problem is a lot of motherfuckers can't stand on what's theirs.
Mm.
They just wear it until somebody press them, and it's like, oh, what? Why the fuck you got that different color on? Why you got the rhinestone? Remember the rhinestones was kicking off. Everybody
Oh
had rhinestones and shit. You know what I mean?
God, I
So
was blinging.
everybody, right? Everybody was out blinging until somebody said, "Boom, boom, bap." But now you look at these other clubs, what they doing? Rhinestoned out, lights all in they shit. Who's saying
Jesus,
anything to them? Who's saying
Jesus
anything to them?
Christ.
Not a motherfucking body. You know what I mean? So, so
That was
when it
that
come
was rock.
down to it,
That
right?
was
He did. Rock had the fucking he had the ill shit. Rock shit made everybody like, yeah, I want to get my shit. Who gonna take my shit and rhinestone it out? You know what I mean? but like I said, Rough Riders had to learn how to Rough Riders gotta learn how to be Rough Riders and stop conforming to what other motherfuckers want you to be. Why you think when we used to go out and they used to be like, all right, Rough Riders we gonna give y'all the trophy for most rep social club. Who the fuck told you we a social club? If I ain't tell you we a fucking social club, we ain't fucking taking no trophy as a fucking social club. If
mm.
y'all don't got a lifestyle trophy, then we'll take the MC. If we got car and
Which
truck in here, they'll take the motherfucking car and truck. Know what I mean? We gonna tell you what the fuck we gonna sign the book as. And that's how I ran the shit. You know what I mean? So that's why it got to the point where, Afro Dogs and all them, they was calling me, hey yo, we made our own category for y'all number one stunners, you know what I mean, for the trophies, you know what I mean? So y'all gonna have a your own lifestyle. So I'm like, all right, cool. You know what I mean? We're because we are a lifestyle club.
mm.
But when everybody trying to fit into what they not, because I always say, just because y'all ride bikes, don't make you a fucking MC. It doesn't make you a fucking MC because you ride fucking bikes. You know what I mean? It's a whole lot to this fucking game than riding fucking bikes.
Yeah,
But you can say I'm bike, whatever you want to call it. You know what I mean? I'm bike entity. You know what I mean? But once you start saying you're an MC, there's a lot of shit that comes along with it. And then you had a lot of rough riders out there they start getting state rockers, side rockers, because
yeah,
they think that shit is
yeah.
the fucking mood. I don't give a fuck if that shit say rough riders and then motherfucking lifestyles on the side. You just made your whole fucking self damn near outlaw club. You know what I mean? So you got states, you got a top bottom, and I always just say, if you don't know how this shit go, you got your center patch, which is your R. If you put motherfucking rough on the top and a goddamn rocker, that's the two piece. Saying that
Hmm.
we want the blessing from somebody to become a three piece now MC. We want that blessing. Once you put that motherfucking lifestyle or whatever the fuck state in the motherfucking bottom, you got a motherfucking issue. Once you start claiming a motherfucking state, you got a fucking issue. And if
Ooh,
you ain't ready for that motherfucking issue,
don't do
don't
it.
even fucking do it.
Don't do it.
Why you think? Why you think all our shit was embroidered in? We had Gorilla on the top, New York City embroidered on the bottom. We
It,
never put fucking rockets until we went full MC.
it's like it's like another situation where we go, yeah, we gotta break this down real quick. So it's like another situation when with denim, with denim vests. Like motherfuckers were
Mm-hmm.
like now back then, and this is a fact because I had one when I was in Jersey.
Mm-hmm.
I had a denim vest. Me and bartender had one. No, there was no
Mm-hmm.
problems at that time, but now it's a problem because you at this place where you're around a lot of MC, Diamond, 1% of whatever you go to, and you might be considered. You might be. Does that mean it's disrespectful? I need your take on it because it's a lot of people that want to wear a denim vest, but some people like, nah, I wouldn't recommend that. What's your take on that situation?
Honestly, I wouldn't give a shit what you wear. You just gotta stand on, cause as long as see, I can't. We wear denim, right?
Mm,
Whether it's blue or black, we wear denim. If you come up to me and you got a denim vest with your R on it, you think I'm gonna look at you like, oh, you trying to be an outlaw? I don't give a fuck. I'm not the fucking patch police. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not the clothes fucking police neither. You know what I mean? Long as you ain't got the shit that I got, that's gonna really draw that fucking attention. Like I said, when you start having them rockets, them side rockets, them what I mean, all that, that's now becomes an issue. I don't give a fuck what's in it.
mm,
You
mm,
know what I mean? I don't give a fuck if you like, oh, it's just says Rough Rider lifestyles. I don't give a fuck. You now, who blessed you? Who
mm.
okayed you to be that motherfucking? Because now you're saying you're an MC.
Okay, okay,
So
I got
now
you.
I'm gonna ask you, are you traditional? Because now I'm gonna ask you a question that you should fucking know. Know what I mean? Because if you traditional or not, you might say, yeah, just as case I'm an MC. So why the fuck y'all got women? How y'all got women?
Mm.
You understand what I'm
See,
saying?
see,
So
there we
so
go.
so
I got you.
so it's a lot of shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's a lot of shit. Once motherfucker, but me personally, I wouldn't give a fuck. But you do have some people they gonna cause some people may feel like denim is ours. You know what I mean? Y'all should wear leather. Or when I was there, they was trying to say we need to wear the motherfucking the little light fucking paperweight fucking vest. I was like, I'm gonna wear what the fuck I want to wear. Where was gonna fucking protect me? If we fucking wearing leather, that's what the fuck we wearing. We wearing fucking leather. You know what I mean? So I would just say, shit, do what the fuck you feel. Just stand on it. Just understand you gotta be able to break your shit down. There's nothing wrong. Conversations go long ways too. If you don't
mm,
come in trying to be on some hard shit, you know what I mean? Then if a motherfucker understand where you coming from, they'll listen to you. You understand
gotcha,
what I'm saying?
gotcha. That was
So
that
so
was my
so
man from Hawaii. Hawaii in the building. We got Hawaii. We got people in Germany, and good lord, I like that. I
yeah,
like
man,
that.
shit,
I like that.
man.
What? Shut up. The PSD underwear.
Shit, I still plan on, what I mean, like I said, if people send me their shit, Rough Riders send me their shit, I'll still come out. You know what I mean? Only thing I don't do is, like I said, I ask who's coming to your parties, because when you can't put too many outlaws in your fucking party, especially if you
Mm,
don't, because people will do that. They'll invite this one and this one, not knowing they
everybody,
fucking beefing. And
everybody,
now
everybody.
your shit get turned up, because when it come down to when we handle business, shit is gonna go down. We
Right,
don't give a
right.
fuck where it's at. So especially if it's one of them on site type deals, you know what I mean? So shit, it's gonna go down. Now you fuck your party up. So you gotta know who the fuck you inviting to your shit. This is why, even when we advertise and shit, they don't advertise like that. You know what I mean? It's invite only. So when
Mm,
I hit Rough Riders up and shit like that, I'm like, yo, here, we got our shit. Mothers be acting like they scared. You know what I mean? I'm like, yo, I'm not gonna fucking like. I'm the same motherfucking person, man. A whole motherfucking, position. So I'm
man,
not gonna sit there and let motherfuckers come in. Even before I told some of the bros, hey, Rough Riders come to your shit. Treat them like motherfucking you. They need to be fucking treated. That's my motherfucking family. You know what I mean? Oh,
right.
we got it. It don't take too much. You know what I mean? It don't take too much. You know what I mean? We got understanding, because nobody wants to deal with me on that type of wrath. You know what I mean?
Mm,
So it's a nice understanding. That's why it's different over here. You know what I mean? Than over there. We don't got all that bickering, and it happens, but it ain't the same. It ain't to the same. It ain't to the extent of how when I was a Rough Rider, it was a constant fight and battle and felt like bitch fighting. You know what I mean? Shit like that. Uh, it was a thing that I said I was going to touch on with the women, right?
right, right.
Because I remember Snacks was saying something about the women. So it's never been an issue with women. Women do hold their own, But you gotta understand again when y'all. It all depends on what you're doing because we had this situation in Chicago. We had it in I think it was St. Louis or whatever. Uh, when you dealing with certain areas, they are ran by the OMCs, right? They don't have to talk to no fucking woman. They don't have like they can hear you, but they don't
Mm.
gotta fucking respect you.
That
You
was
know what I
that was
mean?
Rock. Rock say he's texting you on the side. I want my invite, damn.
Ma- Yeah, make sure you got my motherfucking number, man. 347-319-8828, man.
You
So
heard it here.
but
Good.
so like I said, you know what I mean, when it come down to it, it's not a disrespect to women. Um, but you gotta understand, men sit at the table. Women do get respect. Know what I mean? They do get respect. Certain women do get respect. But especially when you're dealing with really older OMCs and shit like that, they
Mm.
not gonna fucking have no they like fuck that. First thing gonna say we ain't talking no bitches. Straight up.
That's
Cause
exactly how
ain't
he
no
said
bitch
it.
gonna tell me what to do. So, right. That's exactly what the fuck I'm gonna say. We don't
Yeah.
talk to bitches. Ain't no bitches gonna tell me what to do. Men gotta come to the table. So this is why when it come down to, cause I had a situation where another OMC, well, OMC at the time came and he tried to disrespect me. I was in a different state because the state rep was a female. So he's like, "Oh,
Mm.
you a bitch ass motherfucker, or y'all some bitch ass niggas." I'm like, "Who the fuck's he talking to?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm talking to y'all, all y'all fucking rough riders. Y'all boss is a bitch." So I was like, "My man, you don't know who the fuck I am." Like, and I'm looking at the other rough riders like, "This is what y'all let happen." You know what I mean? So
Mm.
me and dude wind up motherfucking going at it. Like I was like, my man, I'm about to beat the brakes off your ass. And the barber, he happened to be the president for another OMC. And he was telling him, he's like, yo, you can't tell from how you talk. He ain't from here. Like you need to back the fuck up. Like he ain't playing with you. And you bring this shit into my place of business, y'all don't want no motherfucking issues with us. We'll
Mm.
smash y'all motherfuckers. So my man was still talking. So I'm like, fuck, I'm taking him outside and beat the brakes off him. My man skedaddled quick. Nah, man. But I was so pissed off because I'm like, yo, y'all bros, y'all allow this shit to happen. If I'm coming from out of state, like anybody ever came to New York, can nobody that came to New York ever say they didn't feel fucking safe because my shit locked down. You understand what I'm saying? You cannot come to my area and motherfucking somebody gonna disrespect you and talk to you all fucking crazy. I'm fucking them up. I don't even need everybody. I just need the motherfucker who disrespected or the motherfuckers who disrespected. I'm beating the brakes off them. Or if we gotta go another way, shit, we can do that too. But it should never be if I travel to your motherfucking area, anybody's allowed to disrespect. And then the motherfucker didn't even know who the fuck I was. Cause I'm like, motherfucker, I'm her boss. What the fuck you talking about? So now what you got to say?
Oh my goodness. So hey, E, man, we gonna have to close this up. But before we close it up, since do you got any final thoughts? Do you got anything you want to plug? Anything coming up that maybe I could come up to the city and support? Anything?
Man, next May, man, you welcome. I'm gonna send you my flyer and shit. We gonna do it out in Jersey. So you wanna come out, you know what I mean? So you know, just don't, whoever wanna come, hit me up. Don't act motherfucking nervous, man. Y'all with good fucking people. You know what I mean? Y'all my guests. All you gotta fucking do is tell if they somebody stop you, tell them you fucking with E-Money, man. It's like it ain't gonna be no fucking thing. Um
Just come up there with some
final
respect and have a good time, people.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
telling
it.
you.
All you gotta do is have respect, have a good fucking time. That's men, women, you know what I mean? Because I don't even play that shit when it even come down to women. The disrespect that I seen coming up in the lifestyle, we don't even give it up like that. You know what I mean? So just come through. But what I want to say, final thoughts. I just say, man, just do what y'all need to do, man. Don't let these positions fuck y'all up. watch out for them games because people do play them mind games and have motherfuckers like to see motherfuckers fighting and clashing with each other to see who gonna come out on top. You know what I mean? Then you find out years later, if you get that far, because sometimes, like I said, depending on who you fucking with, it might end right then and there. Somebody might go to jail or to the grave. You know what I mean? Don't fucking know. And certain things once you cross certain lines, you can't go back. So it would
Mm,
never be that brotherhood, that sisterhood once you cross certain lines. So think about what the fuck you do before you do it, because everything ain't always got to be fucking the drama. Talk your shit out, stand on your shit. You know what I mean? And you know, if anything, I wish I can say shit. If we all one fuck up, you all fuck up. Y'all got to be able to check yourselves. You know what I mean?
mm,
Because some people would sit there and be like, well, why the fuck this mother got this on, and they don't check them. Check them. Check your people before somebody outside check them because shit, vests get snatched every day. You know what I mean? So just check your motherfucking people, man. Like I said, I'm here if anybody ever wanted to reach out or in the area. I travel. I'm on my bike all the time. You know, different states. So shit, reach out. I love to fucking kick it with a few people and shit like that, man. When I'm coming through or they come through here. You know what I mean? It's always gonna be love with me. You know what I mean? Like I said, even
sure.
the people I didn't get along with there, I don't hold or harbor those type of hard feelings. You know what I mean? Because like I try to explain to one of the bros, if me and you really had beef, you wouldn't be standing here. You understand what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Once you came into my city, that would have been it. You wouldn't have left my city. You know
Mm,
what I mean? So people don't understand. I came from a real background. I got real shit. You know what I mean? So just for us arguing, there ain't no motherfucking beef. People don't be understanding what real beef is. Beef is really like Biggie said, when I see you's guaranteed to be I see you. You know what I mean? Like that's what that's fucking beef, man. Like we just didn't get along. You know what I mean? So
yes, sir.
anybody can holler at me, man. Shit.
Oh,
It's a
definitely,
lot.
definitely. E,
It's
you
it's
need to
a it's a
come down to
lot.
the boulevard, bro. You need to come down to the boulevard, our bully boulevard. Come to the pits because little X got like 50 of them motherfuckers down there. But
Yeah,
so
man, look, I'll be trying to get up with X, man, but every time I can get up with X, my ass is somewhere or X ain't fucking around. And that was
I
another
know,
person I was saying, people don't be knowing about little X, you know what I mean? They don't know about X, you know what I mean? He been around for a long fucking time, especially deal with these fucking dogs and shit. And then
bro. That
when,
dude, that dude
he,
part of
he had a
dinosaur
whole
division.
car, yeah, he had a whole fucking because he was the president first, my first Long Island car and truck. You know what I mean? So
Oh, you got some history there. See
I
that?
think
Look at that.
it
Y'all
was it
didn't
was
know
him
that
and
shit.
Kenny Cass. You know what I mean? Him and Kenny Cass. You know what I mean? So they're
Yes,
my first
yes.
ones for Long Island, kicking it off. So
So
like I
this,
said, man, shit, we can do this again. There's
yes,
always more
sir.
to talk about. You know what I mean? So you know,
Yes, sir.
I,
You
I
know what?
like I
I,
like
I,
shit
I
like
always
this,
say,
man.
it's a part two to things. And we definitely gotta get a part two, bro.
Oh
Definitely.
yeah, shit. Look,
But
anybody that talk to me and they really know me, they know shit. I got shit to tell. I got shit to talk about forever.
well,
it's,
yo,
it's
so
like,
listen. We about to end this with this. Since you walked away, but you gonna see it now. You just heard it. You gonna see it. This is our commercial. It's our,
Let me tell you something.
not yo. Look, I
This
was
is the
thinking
best
about the
pussy I've
pussy
tasted
commercial.
in a long
The
time.
best pussy
It
in
was
the
nice,
can,
refreshing,
man.
and energizing.
I
All
have
right?
never tasted
There's
no
nothing like
pussy
a
like
nice
that in my
pussy in the
life.
can. All right?
Rough Rider guaranteed. Pussy fresh.
bro. That's how
Yeah,
we do, man.
that was the best. I seen that drink in the store, and I said, man, I made a whole fucking pussy fucking commercial, the
Uh,
pussy drink commercial,
bro,
the best
I'm about
pussy
to get
ever.
a. I'm about to get a six pack. I'm dead ass. But yo, I appreciate it, man. Definitely. I don't know when the next time I come to the city, but
Shit, man,
I'll
I'm
hit
out
you
the
up.
fucking henny.
I can't drink that no more though.
Yeah,
Oh, don't
yeah.
drink
This
that no
this
more.
this this my last. This my
That
last
shit
of it.
like
You know what I mean?
that shit gone. That shit
It's
gone.
my day off, so shit.
Oh, enjoy that
I'm
because
about,
I gotta go to work in the morning. So screw you, man.
yeah, I'm about to jump on this bike in a minute. Go head out,
Oh,
head out for a little bit. But
you
man,
going somewhere or or just 2 therapy?
uh, nah, I'll probably shoot up to probably damn. What time is it? Probably go to Corrupt Mob or something tonight.
Oh,
Nah, man.
cool,
So
cool, cool. Cool, cool, cool. So man, appreciate it, man. You go out, do your thing, be safe out there.
yeah.
And I see you when I see you, man. Peace.
Hey, look,
Yo.
everybody who still fucking me and been fucking me over the years, man. I'll say I appreciate it. You hear me?
Yeah, we hear you. Go ahead. I heard you. I
Yep.
heard you. I heard you.
Oh yeah. So like I said, I appreciate those that didn't change up on me and still, kept in contact with me. Um, those I consider my real brothers. You know what I mean, and my sisters. You know, infamous. You already know what time it is, man.
Yes,
So,
sir.
like I said, ain't nothing changed. Uh, Anybody want to holler at me, even people I don't know, y'all want to hit me up. You know what I mean? Shit, I'm always available, man. Hit me up, chop it up. We can chop it up. There's nothing. What y'all always want to do is have them open communications and those lines with people outside as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So again, number 347-319-8828. If anybody wanna shoot me a text or something like that, you know what I mean? Just holler at me.
I'll
All
add him.
right.
And that's how we gonna end that shit up. Where's my Grim Reaper? Peace.